Oh yeah, I didn't even start my multi-stream. I was letting my dogs out and stuff, so usually I get all the 4 minutes it takes for it to run ads and everything. I usually take care of setting all this other stuff up, but doggos had to go outside, so. How dare you, Shady? You think you're funny? You think you're funny now? Okay, there we go. I'm not sure why it hit itself. It was right where I left it, but that's fine. I can. Why not have... Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yes? Okay. Oh! Ah! Oh yeah, that is interesting. What did you do? Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for resubscribing for 4 months. I appreciate that. You're incredible. Okay, so I think 2 of my different effects are working right now, but that works. I'll take that. I'm just setting up some stuff on my back end here. I think that's going to have to work. It's going to have to work now. Chat and it. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Okay, I think I need to write a note to myself. I'm gonna do it in staff chat, and then we're gonna move on to our videos. I just saw something that's not set up the way I need it to be. Make sure to set up the... Perfect. Okay, I think I'm good now. This is going to be really fun. This is actually we've done mental health Mondays and stuff before, but I am starting to experiment with adding this sort of just chatting thing more than just Mondays. So I've noticed that Tuesdays kind of work for me because I end up streaming with y'all Tuesday. Then we do Wednesday gaming for a little bit of a wind down, and throughout the rest of the week I just focus a lot on admin work or anything else that I need to do for you know, the Discord community. It could be for my website. There's all sorts of, I'm the one that does all the art and the video editing. It could be for my YouTube channel. There's tons of stuff I'm always working on. So I just think that it would be really cool to have a specific day we dedicate to something like this. Twitch doing Twitch things again, as always, yes. Alright, so we don't need to listen to my music while we're doing this because we are going to actually watch some videos together, and then I am going to give some feedback on them. Now, I do have an interesting question, and I'm not sure if y'all will even understand what I'm asking when I do, so if it doesn't seem like a big deal to you, understandable. But the first time we did this is our second time doing it, I noticed that I tend to want to pause the video and then talk, right? And make the conversation throughout the video. Maybe it would be better if I take some bullet point notes and then talk about everything at the end. That way we could like open the floor for all of us to talk about those things at the same time. Or maybe it doesn't maybe it doesn't matter at all. I mean, y'all let me know what you think. Oh, hi Newman. Thank you so much for joining the voices. It's great to have you in my head. I don't know, because I know a lot of my friends, you guys have ADHD and stuff, and I don't, or maybe that's what works, is the fact that I am pausing the video, we're making a big conversation, and then we're moving on. You know what I mean? That's why I was curious. Maybe Oh, I appreciate that, and I'm so glad that you found us. Are you good? Yes, I'm doing amazing. We're actually just about to get started with, this is our second time doing a sort of, we look through these videos, some of them about mental health, and then we'll watch some cute animal videos, and we just sort of dissect all these concepts together. It's really fun. I enjoyed it last time. I was nervous when we did it the first time last week, you guys. I thought I wasn't going to be able to keep up or have enough to say, but maybe I underestimated my skills to yap because, yeah. As my man Alan Watts said it himself, I do seem to like the sound of my own voice. Nice decompressing streams. Yes, I do more chill streams. I mean, sometimes I play some games. Like tomorrow, we'll do our weekly gaming stream. And mattering on the game, since I'm a variety gamer, you might hear me scream a bit here or there, but these are more so for the benefit of us getting to talk a little bit more, just kind of taking a breather. And my favorite part is getting to really dissect some of the videos and stuff I find, because I'm a chronic overthinker, and it's fun to find all of the different relative paths here, right? In fact, maybe we should, ooh, I got hit pets from Newman, thank you. Maybe we should do, I need to do a redeem where it's the Charlie gif, right? Because I always tell people, oh yes, I'm having another Charlie gif moment. Plus, I don't trust an amnesic DID to remember their points to the end. That's exactly why I haven't even bothered trying to do that. Because I'm like, I don't think, I don't think that's going to work that way. I have to just kind of rapid fire it while I go. Who knows? Maybe that's going to be what works out for us. All right, so here's our first video. And this one, do try to be patient with me when I show these videos, because I know at first it kind of seems like, what does this have to do with anything? Don't worry. I'll show you. I can make connections out of everything, okay? So, and I do try to look through the videos again before the stream to remind myself, wait, is that actually relevant? I don't want to waste y'all's time. But if we do ever find a video that I start watching it with y'all and it doesn't even seem like I can draw a connection, I'm going to tell y'all. We'll stop and I'm just going to move on to the next one. So here's our first video. Oh, let me see. This is the one time I'm allowed to take my arms out of my straitjacket. Okay, because I'm gonna be a good girl. I want you. And then here, let me get my little thing. That way I can watch the videos on my phone with you. You can look over my shoulder and watch the video with me if you want. That's okay. I don't mind. Morning, Critter. Always nice to see you. Hey, Stu. Welcome. All right, here we go.
In the aisle with my fiance Michael.
Oh wait, can y'all hear that?
And this woman came up to us.
Let me know if it's too quiet.
And she was holding a blanket.
I feel like it needs to be a little bit louder. There we go.
Excuse me, I don't mean to bother you. I just am homeless and I'm living in a tent and it's been so cold.
Oh, now
and
it's
I really
sweet. See, I'm learning.
But I don't have the money to get it. I'm just $5 away. I'm not asking for money. I'm just asking, can you like help me get this blanket? And I said, both of us said we don't have cash. And I said, I will buy this blanket for you. So we walked up to the front, I buy her this blanket. I make sure that she has the receipt because at this particular Walmart, everything gets checked because there's so much theft happening there. There's half of the place is locked up. You have to find somebody and then they walk you up to check you out. And there's just a lot of theft. So she needed.
So right away, just keep in mind that this person is very much like me. She's she's like speaking what is about to essentially come to her, and then she's going to have her own perspective of what this looks like to her, and then I have feedback on what I thought about it.
Receipt. As I'm walking away, my fiance, so sweet, calls And he's like, you should get her 2 blankets. And I was like, I already got her the one. She walked out. She's like, because she needs one for her lower half and her upper half. And I get back to him, and I'm like, I just feel like she's going to return this and take the cash. It's $21 and some change.
Oh, thank you
so,
for
like,
following and for liking the live. I don't know why I have my noise on.
I mean, I'm not rich, but like
Xfinity.
To help somebody who's freezing, that's like that's nothing. I would do that any day.
Right.
And,
okay.
He's like, you really think so? You really think she's going to return that? And I said, yeah, I do. I don't want to be right, obviously, but I just have this feeling that that's what she's going to do.
Interesting. Okay.
So we finish our shopping. We go to the front. We are walking out, and there she is at customer service returning this blanket and is holding a $20 bill and some change in her hand.
Okay, interesting.
And he's like, wow, you're right. And I said, I just want to make eye contact with her. So he walks out, and I'm standing there waiting for her to turn around. And the woman who's checking people out looks at me and is like, are you okay? And I said, I just bought that blanket for that woman. Because she said she was going to be cold tonight in her tent.
Okay.
And she was like, oh, that's
Stay
not
with
right.
me. I
That's
promise.
not fair.
This
And
is getting
it
somewhere.
felt like she wanted to like go up there and like get me my money back. And, you know, I totally could have been like, hey, actually, I want that back on my card. Not in cash. And I could have showed it and would have matched up. But I just stood there. And she finally turns around. She sees me, and she's very shifty. And I just said, I hope whatever it is that you need that money for is worth it.
Okay.
And I walked off. I don't know what the workers said to her, because they definitely told her. I'm sure that woman said something to her.
This is really interesting.
I just felt so like...
Conditional giving is an interesting concept.
What has taken hold of you so hard that that's what you are resorting to?
Okay.
And
I'm
it
open.
Made me really sad for her. Made me sad for the people that I could have.
That is also another interesting thing, to feel sadness for somebody because of something they did with something you gave them, right? I would like to think that we can all agree this video, you'll notice I didn't like the video, I just saved it. This video is interesting to me because I am the kind of person, when I was growing up, I used to always think that giving should be something almost conditional. Like, if I give this to you, I want you to do something quote unquote good with it. Well, who am I? What gives me the right? Why do I get to decide what's good in their life to do with something I give to them, right? The moment you give something to somebody, it could be money, it could be a physical item, but let's just stick with the story here. She said she gave a blanket. You know why she gave the blanket? Think back to what she originally said. Hi, how you doing, Shady? Thank you for checking into the asylum. And Mel, I saw you. Y'all Mel got a baguette. Mel. Mel. You got a baguette, Mel. Can I have it? I just want a little bite. Can I have it, Mel? It's so great to see you guys. Thank you for popping in today. Oh my goodness. This is good. This is already going amazing. I enjoy this a little bit too much, these mental health and more talks. Okay, so she has now given an item to this person, and she specifically said that she thinks this person is going to go and return this item for money. Right away, let's just get a little hippy dippy here for a second. You are now telling your brain what the alignment of the universe is going to be. Like, that's how powerful your brain is. Think about how much she confirmed her own bias throughout this whole entire story. She said that the woman was acting shifty. How does she know? How does she know that woman was acting shifty? How do you think for another person and say, oh, she was acting shifty. Maybe she was acting in a way that you, with your own confirmed biases, assume is shifty. Did you know that some people will actually laugh in reaction to highly traumatic experiences? That doesn't look, normal to people, but it happens. That's what's important. So the way she tells this story, I think it's a vital story to hear. You're giving somebody something with the condition that you hope they won't end up doing exactly what they ended up doing anyways. That's not a gift. That's as Sheldon calls it, you haven't given me a gift, you've given me an obligation, right? Conditional giving is not a gift. That's an exchange. That's a business transaction at that point. You know what I mean? Baguettes make great sandwiches. They sure do. Or a bludgeoning weapon. Sir! Do not the baguette. What did the baguette do to you?
We helped with that money. But I just hope that wherever she is tonight, that she is warm and that she really thinks about that. I don't know.
She won't. Why would she? Why would she? Because she's not you, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Why? Because it shows you something.
So that's my Walmart story today.
So I do. I thought that was a very interesting video. Hey, Rex Mensa, it's great to see you. Yeah, I think that is important to remember, you guys. If you as a person, I'm not saying anyone's right or wrong here, but if you as a person feel that the only way you can give of yourself, whether it's monetary value, money, right, or a physical gift that you're hoping people don't turn back into monetary value that then they can exchange for something else, then hear me now. Don't do it. Don't do it then, because your discernment is important. But you shouldn't be giving people things if you are expecting them to give something back. Expectation is the root of suffering. I believe it was, who said that? Eckhart Tolle, I think. Expectation. Well, he said it, but it's also based off of an older saying. Expectation is the root of suffering. But I was, let's see. Okay, it's actually often linked to William Shakespeare. Expectation is the root of all heartache. And it is, though, because you're saying to the universe, I only want to give to you if you provide what I think I need back. It doesn't work that way. Now, you can say to the universe, I expect exactly what I know I've already received because that is mine and it won't be anything different. That's amazing. That's law of attraction. That's metaphysical. Do that. Oh, absolutely do that. But giving something to other people, an external circumstance, and expecting that external circumstance to immediately veer in the way that you want it to give you back exactly what you think you deserve, baby, be ready to be humbled. It just doesn't happen that way. I mean, it could. You might get lucky, and that's why you should be willing to put yourself out there, because it could happen. But for the most part, come on. At that point, you are networking and you are developing some form of transaction, but that's not living a life openly and freely. You are confining yourself to a transaction itself. In order for me to do this thing, I must get this out of it. I don't think that's beneficial for my specific lifestyle. It works for some people, don't work for me. You can see in real time the process of trying to reconcile happening on her face. Yes. Or like Force Commander Gabriel Angelos of the Blood Raven Space Marine said, hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. That's interesting, yeah. I think hope is worth keeping around, for sure. Alright, let's look at the next video. How was I doing this last time? I think I just go to turn... Ooh! I go to turn off, and then... Oh, you know what? While I think about it, let me... I like this form of organizing these, because then I can just, like, unsave them when we're ready to go on to the next one. That way I know we actually watched it and talked about it.
Stop healing.
All right, let me open this one up. Oh dear, why is it doing that? Am I gonna have to...
Stop.
Okay, well, at least we have studio mode. Looking like it's wanting me to re-specify each time. Oh.
Healing.
Wasn't doing that last time, but yeah. Isn't a lot of most things transactional in the beginning? Usually with friendships is I scratch their back and they scratch mine till I just do it at random. Maybe I could be misunderstanding that part, because for me, most of my friendships don't start off transactional that way. Disclaimer, I am diagnosed with autism and DID, so I don't know. I know for a fact I'm not neurotypical, but I'm just saying, for me, my friendships build much more on, can I stand you? And that sounds mean when I'm saying it, right? But what I mean is, like, do you drain me? Does this person require, for example, I perform at an over reserve for people. I'm not worried about people scratching my back. I just want to make sure that I'm not accidentally intruding on their lives. I work at a deficit because I have anxiety. I always have. I feel like a burden on this earth. I feel like a scar, a plague on this planet, 24/7. I don't know why my brain is that way. It just is. And that's why I think I approach mental health the way I do. By the not in the grim, dark, far future of the 45th month, there's only war ash. I can smell it pretty early on when people are really transactional. It turns me off. Yeah, I'm not huge into the performance transactional friendship. Not exactly the kind of thing I keep around too often in my lifestyle.
I mean it. Stop healing. I mean it.
I thought this
Anyone
was
who's
interesting.
watching this, stop healing. Going into 2026, I want you to remember that phrase. Stop healing. Instead, focus on giving your nervous system new experiences that are beautiful, healthy, meaningful, productive, and do that over and over and over and over again. And at some point, you will build so much inner safety and an exquisite foundational safe and peace.
Okay, I wanna go, let's go back really quick. I wanna go back to this point here.
You will.
This is a very interesting video, and I had so many thoughts on it when I first saw it. First, I was annoyed, and then I was like, oh, okay. So when this person is saying, stop healing, instead, because what is healing, right? It's a reservation of feelings. You put yourself in a safe space. You provide the things you prefer. Fine. That's okay. We live in a world where a lot of us prefer living in the circumstances that we prefer, right? We have that choice. Look at what certain pandemics created mentally for a network of humans that didn't normally experience things like antisocial disorder, anxiety, agoraphobia, these types of things, right? Now, all of that being considered, as someone who's always been very addicted to technology way before pandemics, and I became so self-aware that I realized what I was doing to my brain, and that's why I have such a passion for talking about this, is when this person is saying, stop healing, go out and expose yourself to more. We have talked about this in relation to my ARFID and food, right? Sometimes the trick to giving yourself more sanctuary, more freedom, is to add more, not to reduce exposure. All right? Now, I'm not saying that's going to come with zero scars. or zero impact that feels like, ooh, I didn't like that. Good. If you do something, always, mind you, short of trying to harm other people, never try to harm other people in your exploration of your mental health, please. But if you are working on yourself, right, and you go out and you decide, I think I want to go learn how, I'm going to choose a silly one for me. Let's have an example with me. One of the things I think I could do to explore more and make me like to heal parts of myself that I'm detached from would be going out and learning how to ski. Right? Learn how to ski. Okay. You know what would happen if I go try to learn how to ski? I would probably spare a hip. All right? I would probably end up slipping and sliding and maybe hitting my head on something. I mean, it would come with parts of the situation that I will not like while it's happening. I won't like waiting in lines. I won't like having to make sure that we're paying all of our fees. I won't like having to strap myself up in all the gear. But hey, by knowing that thing about myself and go, okay, cool, maybe my alignment isn't learning how to ski. Maybe instead I go learn how to skate. Like, I love rollerblading. Heck yeah. And it doesn't even have to be a sport thing. It could be, well, maybe I don't want to learn how to ski. Maybe I want to learn how to just paint snow. I mean, it could be anything. But testing yourself and doing things just for the sake of doing more things can help you immediately know what you're aligned with, right? Say your friend drags you out to something like an event, a very specific event. Maybe it's a musical, okay? I think that's a pretty common one. Your friend drags you out to a musical. They pay for the popcorn. They pay for the taxi cab. They pay for the tickets. They just want your company. I think you're going to know very fair off. Well, do I like musicals? Maybe not. Maybe I do. But there's also a compromise there, by the way. Because you're going to naturally ask yourself in the energy of it all, in the heat of it all, yeah, but this is my friend. And we're here together. These things matter. Like, it's hard to do, I know. But sometimes you got to do stuff you don't want to do. It gets draining if you're always attending to what they want instead of doing what you both want. Been there for years. It's not very fun. I agree, Snow Days. I do. I want to learn how to play the piano. Get more hobbies under my belt. That'll be fun, yes. Absolutely. I agree, Snow, but I also probably end up in friendships like that a lot because I gave up hoping for people to like my things, and those people benefit from that. Oh no, that sounds so sad. No. Well, you better start talking to us in the Discord more about the things you like, Kat. To be fair, we have a whole entire Wormhammer section in the Discord because of Kat, and I love it because I lurk in there all the time. All right, so here, let's see what else she says.
Build so much inner safety and an exquisite, foundational, safe, and peaceful inner world that you don't need to rely on healing traditional modalities anymore. That is what healing looks like, is when you can actually live your life joyfully with an emotional container that can handle anything and everything that comes your way. When you stop traditional healing modalities, oh, I gotta sit down, I gotta journal, I gotta reflect and ruminate about all of the things and psychoanalyze everything. And you just start repeatedly giving your nervous system new experiences.
Yes.
You introduce yourself to possibility. And that, my friends, that is the cheat code to nervous system repair and healing that is sustainable and embodied.
See, so you see right there at the end, she really twisted that whole conversation a little bit, right? We've got like a staircase of ideas here now. So here at the end,
giving your nervous system
right,
new experiences, you introduce yourself to possibility. And that, my friend.
So let me explain how I end up doing this a lot in my life. One of the things I regulate myself with is trying new food recipes, right? I have ARFID. I'm quite limited in the amount of food I can have and eat. But when I get super stressed out, even here at home, and I just need to sort of regulate myself and I don't want to touch technology. I can't sit at my computer chair. I expose myself to something new. That can be reading a new book. I just bought a new book. Or it could be trying a new recipe that I saved on YouTube like 15 weeks ago. You know, reserving that space for yourself where you can try out new things it can be much more healing sometimes than, as she said, psychoanalyzing and always trying to sit down and goose frabe use, legs crossed over, meditating, doing the journal writing. Like, for some of us who overthink, it can detriment us sometimes. How much can you think your way through a situation, right? Think about that. Oh, it sounds so silly when I'm saying it. Thank you for liking the live. It's so great to see you, Rich. It's like, seriously, think about that for a second. How much can you think yourself out of a situation? You can only ever prepare so much before a quick moment's choice is necessary. Alan Watts talks about that a lot. I've grown comfortable with it, so it's not sad. Honestly, I found someone with my interests. The friendships grew so fast, it was insane, and I felt so jarring compared to the other one where it's what they want. I can't stress it enough. Look for common interests. Heck yes, nowadays. That's awesome. When people try to get interested in my thing, it actually makes me uncomfortable now. I don't know what to do with that. Are you afraid to accidentally info dump on them? Are you like, ooh, are you holding your hands over your face like, I want to talk, I know of the lore? Yeah, that was a good one. I liked that one. Let's see the next one. Maybe if I do back to tab that way, it'll work. Okay. We've only, dude, it's been an hour and no, it's not been an hour. It's only been 40 minutes. We're doing pretty good. We made it through 2 videos. Will that show up? Perfect! It worked that time. So I do just have to do it all in one video. I get it now. Alright, so this one. Hey, so it actually only has to make sense to me for me to do it. And I don't feel like explaining it to anyone else. Now, this one I did like, and I'll explain. This is a really quick one. I think this one's important because for people who overthink, right? If fellow overthinkers in chat, you might be like me, where you decide to explain things to people, right? Thinking that they're judging you. And then the sad part is all things in extremes become their opposite. A lot of times I'll go to over-explain something to somebody. Why am I doing something a certain way? And now they're tilting their head because they're like, like they don't, I have now done the thing where because I'm explaining it, they need more explanation, and that's all things in extremes become their opposite. If you have to, if you decide to explain it, you might make something a thing when it wasn't actually a thing to begin with. I relate to her so hard. I know, right? That was a good one. I know exactly why I saved that one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Stop healing.
I haven't seen a lot of primary. Just not sustainable. I haven't seen a lot of primary.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do know why I saved this one. I was trying to make sure I don't waste our time with any of these. Because it's just complete Charlie GIF moments. That is going to have to be one of our new redeems. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom, man. I can't hold it anymore. I can feel myself rapid speed talking. This will be, I gotta go to the bathroom. You guys ever like this? Alright, I'm ready. Oh! Who? You think you're funny? It's not funny. Something bathroom. Yeah, I really had to go.
Coming on here and saying that they regret the friends that they made at conventions and everything ends up toxic. And every single time I see these rants, I go onto their profiles and I see a couple of common denominators, and I want to give 2 pieces of motherly advice that my mom actually gave me when I was a teenager. The first one being that 3 is a crowd. And when I go and I look at these pages of these cosplayers who are talking about these things, they're always in these huge friend groups, like a dozen people sometimes. And I understand making friends at conventions is very different from any other social setting. You're already around a lot of people who have a ton of things in common with you, so you kind of just, you can pick up friends like stray cats at anime conventions, and you can end up in a gigantic crowd by the end of the weekend. But it's just not sustainable, because when you have friends, you're going to have disagreements, and the issue is that you met these people in a group setting, so when you have a disagreement with one person, all of a sudden the entire council is going to hear about it. And since there's so fucking many of you, there's not much individual value put into each of these friendships, and it's not so hard to just be like, all right, bye, we don't.
Okay, so the reason I saved this video is because I know when I was growing up, I had a lot of friends, and I still do, I guess, that they tend to assimilate very easily into bigger groups. And I think one of the overlapping areas that isn't often considered, or at least just provided a space to be understood, is if you are a person who is friends with somebody like this, where they have huge friend groups. Hey, Pan, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. You absolute king, you. So what happens, and this isn't a bad thing. There's no bad or good in this conversation. This is just the conversation. When you have larger friend groups like this, it is okay that when you try to intermingle your bigger friend groups, some of them might not get along. And I think we should understand that's totally fine, because I am one of those people who doesn't think every individual is meant to see eye to eye 24/7. I think that's important, because then you can find alternative perspectives to your own thought process, right? As much as I like confirmation bias as any other person, I think most of my favorite friendships are usually found within people who don't agree with me 24/7. So, yeah, I think it's just kind of interesting, this conversation about that.
There's already
sort
fucking
of
35 of us
concept.
here. Now, I'm not saying don't make new friends, but just because you have made a new friend at an anime convention doesn't mean you have to add them all together in a group and have everyone be around each other. It is really idyllic, and it's okay if that doesn't work out. Getting along, but that's just realistically not going to be the case. Second piece of advice is you guys are spending too much fucking time together. When you're trying to spend so much time with...
This point was really important for me, because my father had to tell me something like this back when I was like 27. He was like, dude, you spend too much time with the people you enjoy. And this can be relative to finding, if you happen to be the kind of person who makes your friendships a special interest, that's okay. I do that. And if you ever want any advice or help on navigating friendships and relationships as someone who makes them your special interest, this is literally an all points bulletin. Feel free to reach out via the Discord. Please do, because that's a big one for me, and I know it is a weird one to kind of get your hands around. If you ever struggle with making friendships or relationships your special interest, to where if they're no longer existing for you, it's becoming like disarming, hit me up via the Discord, please. I will try to help you as much as I can. I study this constantly. In fact, the newest book I just bought is literally similar to this thing.
So many people, you're going to have to make a lot of silent compromises, and you're going to get resentful, snappy,
hey, bunny,
just in a bad mood. Like, you guys are friends. You are not a married couple or a boyfriend and girlfriend. I mean, maybe some of you are. The difference between being friends with someone and like, you know, sticking together like that, is that friendships are built supporting each other's individual lived experiences.
Yes.
And relationships are built kind of just sharing the same experience. You know, working through life together. And when you're in a group chat with these people and you guys are fucking chatting 24/7, and then you spend 3 to 4 consecutive days attached at the hip.
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. That does not sound fun. I am a straight up extrovert, and that does not sound fun. And when you are together 24/7, you are running into more instances where you could have a fallout, where you could have a disagreement, where you could have an argument. And I think 99% of these fallouts wouldn't even happen if everybody just set some boundaries and narrowed down your friend group, which I know.
Once again, back to the making friendships or people your special interest. This is important. I know it's hard to step back from people when you just want to like, I want all of you. But it is worth spending the time to yourself and taking a breather from those. Ooh, thank you for the heart, me Boney. How are you? I'm doing amazing. We're having ourselves a little bit of a mental health and more ash yap session here. Oh my God, I love that celebration. Yeah, I got to do a fireworks screen. Alright. This is the last little bit
Sounds
here.
hard, but you know what's harder than that? Getting the same satisfaction out of 6 surface level friendships versus 2 or 3 really close bonds. I haven't seen a lot of primarily younger...
Alright, so yeah, as you can see, this video is essentially about the concept of quality over quantity, but also the overall theme. If you're the type of person you get really into your friendships, relationships, just try to make sure you know your boundaries. And, you know, don't set them only for yourself. Set them for your friends' sakes, too. Because those of us who... Oh, dang. Thank you so much for the love you so much. You're awesome. It's not just for you, man. It's for your friends, too. It's kind of like using a blinker system or an emergency light system on your vehicle, okay? It helps the people around you know what they need to do for both of your sake. I've never made that metaphor, but now that I have, I'm not going to be able to forget it. You actual champ. But the love you so much is 23. Ooh, I like that. 33s. 32. Oh. Did I miss anything? My boss called. We were talking about making sure you place personal boundaries between friendships and relationships. That way you can make sure you don't kind of overwhelm yourself about it and try to provide, you know, too much of yourself or whatever. Or even like exerting on them. I kept kicking out. Oh no! That's so funny. Alright, next video.
Cosplayers coming on here and saying...
Yeah, don't worry, it'll at least be in the VOD, but... Ooh! Alright, which one is this?
We're not. And for those of you that are confused as to why I'm starting the video this way, you read the title. And if you didn't, why are you scrolling the internet so mindlessly? But that's beside the point. I had seen a video on TikTok this morning of this person, and it was supposed to be funny. Is the world gonna end already? They're practically edging us at this point. And yeah, people were laughing at this, and even I was crying laughing at this. But now that I sit here and I think about it, all it did was make me sad. There's a lot of reasons why a lot of people have discontent with society and the way that our world is functioning right now, whether it be because of economics, family dynamics, and that disconnection, the quality and the state of social media, and just the AI, the brain rot, and not even to mention the geopolitical turmoil and just the shit that's happening in the United States, okay? But it's to the point to where a lot of people don't even have hope.
Unrelated, but the one thing I don't like about a lot of these videos is it's rare I can find one that doesn't utilize curse words.
Anymore. It's not even oh, how can we fix this? Or there's no aspect of, yeah, this is really bad, but like, here's some ways that maybe we can fix it. Here's what we can do, whether it comes to climate change or whatever. That's just not there.
Okay, so I have good news about this one, is there are people like us who are still thinking that we can change the world. but there's so many of us, you know what I mean? And I think that's important. Like, that's why I'm starting to implement more of our mental health and more talks, such as today, because I do think that all of us, you know, if somebody wanted to hit me up and be like, why do you even stream this stuff? You don't have thousands of viewers. I don't care. Even if I didn't have any viewers, it would still be for me. I would do this because I love it. And I'm just so grateful because I have people like you who are along for the ride. And one day when like I'm gone, hopefully somebody will remember that. You know what I mean? Like, that's important. I apparently like to overextend and then get exhausted. And I have to go hide in my cave. If someone can deal with that, they've got a friend for life. Heck yeah. Personally, my boundaries start with bread and end with bread. It's not even a, I'll cut you off. It'll have to be a public execution. I'll cut you with this bread. I'm gonna wound you. I'm gonna seriously wound you with this baguette. All right, let's see the rest of this one.
Anymore.
Can we fit it before the ad break?
People are so tired and they're so unmotivated and they're so glued in to these fucking AI shorts and reels and just shit that doesn't matter. We
There's
see
a lot of
stuff
curse words
happening
in this
our
one.
own society, in our own world, on the dirt and the grass and the air that surrounds us that we all live on, where it's like, I just want the world
There has to be a
end,
reason
and
why I
we're
saved
ready
it, though.
for that. A lot of us, like, we're not afraid of the world ending. We're afraid of the comfort going away. Let's say that the lights were to go out right now. You couldn't get on the internet. You couldn't go inside your house and turn.
Oh, I do remember why I saved this one. Okay, this is where she's starting to get to the really... they're starting to get to, like, the really good point.
All of those luxuries are just gone. But, like...
Wait, Cap! You and I just talked about this, bro. This is relative to the conversation we had literally on the phone today. What is that thing that happens, right? When your internet or your power is out, right? Well, the immediate thought is, oh my god, oh no, what am I gonna do? And you know what happens after a few minutes when you realize you don't know when it's coming back? You relax. You relax a little bit. You just go, oh, well, I can't really check my email. And I can't pay those bills if they go unpaid. What am I gonna do? I'll pay them when I do. Everything just slows down a little bit. And that's kind of a cause for celebration. No internet for 4 days? I was actually so happy. Yeah, you said yourself you were reading again, yeah? I'll be straight up. Seeing everyone as bread and a strike to the body will only produce crumbs in my vision instead of flesh wounds. Alright, I think the ads are starting. Let me get my Be Right Back screen up for just a moment. We're gonna be back. I did, didn't I? I accidentally cut myself off before. I didn't mean to, man. I hit the wrong shortcut key. And by the time I came back, I was like, well, whatever.
Just a quick breakdown. Just a little one. Little dance break. Put your hands in the air like you just don't care. Oh.
So funny. Alright, let's keep going. Oh yeah, this was a deeper one.
No, we're not. And
Wait,
for those of
why
you
did we
that are
start?
confused, going away, we're just gone. But
like
like the
somewhere
heat
here.
on, all of those
There we go.
luxuries are just gone. But like, you know, I can get on my phone, I can look at social media, I can talk to my friends, it's fine. It's okay, but as soon as you take away the bread and circuses that is our phones and everything, that's when people freak the fuck out. And that's
Honestly,
something
I don't
that
think a lot of us
absolutely
do.
just
Not
sends
all
me
of us
and
do.
Something that I don't understand, because
We
if you
gotta
ask
keep
someone,
spreading
"Hey, what
the
are you
mindset
concerned
that we
about
don't do
whenever
that?"
it comes to like shit going crazy or civil war, like something crazy like that, a lot of these people would say, you know, like, I can't get on the internet, I can't play games anymore. And it's like, okay, so you're not worried about like the dismantling of society and everything that you know. I sat and I scrolled on TikTok for a while earlier because that's something.
To be
you
fair,
know, with
that's
all of
why
this shit going on,
egocentric-
That's something that like a lot of us do.
Being
we
egocentric
immediately
comes
default
really
into
inherently
going
with
on social
technology.
media and doing shit like
'Cause
that
it's
to
about
distract
us.
ourselves. That can be healthy, you know, distraction as a coping mechanism for a little bit, but you gotta sit and face your feelings. After a while, I would scroll past a meme, some heartwarming shit, and then things about why the world is awful. It's just
Yeah,
this
that's why this is
mix
important right
of
here.
emotions, but we're sitting
Alright, so this is the important
this
crumb
and then
from this
for a
baguette,
little
if you
bit,
were.
but you gotta sit and face your feelings. After a while, I would scroll past a meme, some heartwarming shit, and then things about why the world is awful. It's just this mix of emotions, but we're sitting, and what are we doing? We're not doing anything.
Right, so I have a terminology for something like this. I remember telling a lot of my, some of you all have probably heard me use it before, called passive activism, right? So when you go past the stage of just sitting and scrolling on the internet, you might move into a stage where you are actively sharing and talking about these things, but you're not making any physical movement to change anything about that specific circumstance, whatever it may be. So, for example, I would consider myself, this isn't a bad terminology, I'm going to tell you how I'm one of them. I am a passive activist because I believe heavily that everyone in the world should have access to free art materials and free classes for art therapy. I do. And it makes me really sad when I was growing up as a kid that one of the first classes that was being taken out of most of the American schools. Oh, thank you for the hydration.
So good. That's tasty.
It makes me so sad that some of the first classes that were taken out were creative, explorative art classes. That's just facts. I'm not like making that up. That's true to this day. Everything is about reforming people, and it always has been, right? Making us try to think very linearly and to kind of do as we're told. Don't ask questions. That's not, you know, if you ask questions, you're talking back. I never fell into that. I always get in trouble because I will question everybody in society. I don't think anyone's above anyone until you prove it to me. It doesn't matter what kind of piece of paper you have, whatever. But then, I mean, it does matter on the circumstance, of course. Like, I didn't feel comfortable talking about having DID or autism until it was on paper, right? Like, an actual diagnosis from an expert. So, there is nuance, but I feel like I'm gonna go nuts, but then I don't, LOL. More the opposite. I don't know distraction. I've seen people double down over and over because they couldn't face the guilt of being in the wrong or don't want to accept something. Some people are definitely, they can feel the point of the conversation is making others see exactly what they feel, like their point of view. And hey, that passion is good to have. It's just not always beneficial because sometimes we need to see the difference in perspective. That's what allows us to question our own thoughts and then continue exploring things, because then otherwise we would just be stagnant and comfortable, complacent in our own inherent beliefs, which means we would never challenge ourselves. That would just, I don't know. That doesn't feel like living to me. That feels like the point of eternal rest, and I don't want to do that. Art therapy, like draw what you feel and put symbolism. Okay, I don't know that word actually. I'm gonna look it up. Symbolism on paper. Oh, you mean like symbolism? Yeah. I love symbolism. Art therapy, I don't think is only about drawing. I think one of the best forms of art therapy I've ever seen people approach very comfortably would be free of them needing to draw. And that's called, now, what's that called? Like where you take all of the different, if you take magazines, right? You take a big stack of magazines, you give them to somebody, and you tell them, cut out pieces of paper, collage, there we go. Collage is literally one of the best forms of art therapy I've ever seen people go through. Because the thing about collage is it doesn't require you to have to draw. Instead, it uses a different sense of the brain where, for me, even like in my experience, it uses a different part of my brain. Because like I'm a full-time graphics designer. Art is my thing. Trust me. But when it comes to collage, that is not regular art for me. That is art therapy. Because when I collage, my brain is just turned off. I'm just visually paging through and finding anything I like. I rip out what I like. At the end of it, I cut out the pieces that drew me the most, and then I just it all on paper. I actually have a whole book full of collages that I've put together over the years. I will show them to you all soon, because we're going to continue doing more art therapy sessions here on stream. 2026 is going to be incredible when it comes to the just chatting streams and the art therapy stuff. Like, I can't wait to keep doing more with y'all. I'm great at spelling, but I'm terrible at pronouncing. Oh, I'm terrible at spelling. The present is the proof is because I said so. I draw symbols like objects that will represent things I feel at the moment. Yes, dude. Last week's art therapy session was literally about using very simple symbols for processing the loss of people or relationships, whether those people are still alive or not. It was a really, oh man, I really liked that. That's why I know I want to keep doing it. I found my opposite. The yin and the yang.
We might be afraid of losing the comforts that we have. I want my house to be warm. I want to talk to my friends. I want to be able to watch YouTube. But
true.
We're not
Yep.
scared to the point to where we are actually doing something. We're out here sitting and posting this shit on TikTok and on YouTube, and half of these without even a call to action. But like, what are we truly doing
Yeah,
to try to fix any of the shit
passive activism
that's happening out there right now? Are a lot
And this realization, by the way, I had this realization back when I was, I don't know, like 12 or 13. Seeing people, that's why I stopped watching the news when I was 13. And it's why I stopped subscribing to news websites and stuff, any exposure to it. Not because I wanted to specifically choose ignorance, which I do, no shame there, but also because I'm not doing anything about it. If I'm not doing anything about it, it just makes me sad.
of us, and don't get me wrong, I know there's some people that are out on the streets protesting.
I think
doing
people
all of this
are
stuff, and
there
that's
are
amazing.
people
I'm
better
not talking
equipped to
about
talk
you.
about
a
these
lot
things
of us
for
are
sure
just sitting
than me,
here
you know?
and being complacent because that's
Ash makes
what,
fun of my pronunciation.
that's what was designed to happen.
What are
We
you
are not
talking
afraid
about? I would never pendulum. I would never make fun of you, Cap.
of the world ending anymore. We are not afraid of society ending. I do believe that change needs to be made, and if that comes as a result
That
of
moment
something
your
being
non-writing
dismantled,
friend
okay, but
outwards
critical
you.
thinking for the most part is dead.
It's because I was
So
a
the
spelling bee
fact
nerd,
that
bro.
we are
That's
okay
not a flex. It's not a flex that I'm a bigger nerd about words than anybody. Hello? Hello? I got called a nerd for that. I'm back. Welcome back, Rex.
with things that matter
So great to see you,
coming
and also
to
the
an end
heart me.
because we are so engulfed in
I feel like
our
we need to
own
put rap
comfort.
mode on.
It
I don't know,
just
edition?
I don't know what to do with that. What is the point of talking about this? What is the point? Like, do you want us to be afraid? And
I'm
yeah,
under your bed.
I do, a little bit. You know, like, I don't want us to sit and cry and stay up all night and panic because that's counterproductive. It doesn't do anything. But
True.
I want us to care enough to be scared. A lot of us are so careless. We don't give a shit about the things that are happening to where, like, we don't care if the world ends. Carelessness is a thing that is so prominent in our society now that I've seen, whether it comes to like opinions that other people have. I could even go down to people sharing every single aspect of their private life on social media, but I
truly do think that what looks like carelessness is not actual carelessness. As someone who's been through the whole process of tremendous addiction to internet and technology and going through the antisocial behavior, the self-awareness that made me want to change it, and why I'm speaking about it to y'all now because I'm on the other side of it, is the fact that you go through a process of, yeah, you don't want to care about it. It's overwhelming, isn't it? Thinking about all the stuff going on outside of you, especially when we live in this weird comparative manner. Because people, like, if I complain about the fact, oh, I struggle to eat a certain type of food, and then I get a response like, Ash, people are dying. Well, yeah, I know that. What do you... And that kind of thought process, by the way, creates what's called catastrophization. And if you ever struggle with catastrophization, once again, make sure you talk to me about it in the Discord, because I have a bunch of coping mechanisms for that too. Cognitive behavioral therapy can help a lot with these things. That's kind of where I got started. You know, I'm not a specialist, but I love forwarding people to books and resources that have helped me, because I know that actual therapy is not accessible for everyone. But hey, an effort's an effort. Just make sure you're going to qualified sources, I'd say. I liked it because I drew a pocket watch earlier with some flowers behind it. A note on the inside of the cover by Jimmy out of the bottom of the flowers. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm echoing what Captain said. Reminds me of like tarot cards. Ooh, yeah. That's a good one.
it's something that needs to change. And, you know, if you're sitting and looking at me on this screen and you've been through a period here recently where it's like, yeah, I just don't care about anything. I mean, if everything falls apart, who cares? This is your sign to care, please. For the sake of all of us.
So I think that's why I said that video at the end of it is I get the ultimate message. I do think that there was a lot of curse words in that video, so it was kind of hard to get through, but ultimately the final message was good.
Last year I started taking
All right. Let's look at
stimulant meds for the first time.
Wait, what is this? This one is geared towards ADHD. Oh, why is it not showing to y'all? Oh, I'm gonna fix it. Fix it all right. Oh no. Oh no. Dude, that studio mode is so... it's so sexy. I love it. That way you don't have to see how ugly everything is on the back side when I'm fixing this. There he goes. Alright. Alright. Much better. Here we go.
Last year I started taking stimulant meds for the first time, and the first day I took them, the first thought that I had.
Nice, Cap.
Oh, we have to work for motivation. People with ADHD, we have to work for motivation.
Yep.
If you think of motivation as a currency, it's a currency that most people receive as a sort of universal income. That doesn't mean people have unlimited motivation. That doesn't mean you're rich with motivation. It just means that you receive by default a minimum amount. And so we can't just do things. We have to do other things to motivate ourselves.
Yes,
to
sir.
do the thing. It's like having to work a job so you can work a job. It's why everything is so exhausting and taxing. Last year I started taking...
Yeah, so this one, I know exactly what I thought when I watched this one. I have come to find that my mind is the type where movement makes my motivation. I don't work the other way around. I'm not motivated to move. But if I start to go through the motions, and this is why habit stacking is really good, because tell yourself that, like, ask yourself, for example, me, one of my hardest habits to instill is exercise. I hate exercising. I don't want to exercise. I don't. But I love reading and I love watching motivational videos. Yet when I try to sit down and do these things, I have a low resting heart rate, and it immediately starts to get so comfortable that I slump away. I say, ooh, I go eeps. So I realized if I tell myself that when I want to read my book, or if I want to watch a motivational, maybe 20, 30 minute, 15-minute film on YouTube or something, then I can pull out my stationary elliptical, which is like a little bike, right? It's just a little stationary bike. And I can start pedaling, right? And I'll get in like 5 miles with the benefit of reading the book or watching that video because I didn't fall asleep. Yay, awesome. Okay, now, here's the funny thing though, is I also struggle with sensory of taking showers. I just don't like any part of it. I don't like the light in there. I actually use a little alien that projects light instead of using overhead lights in the shower because it drives me nuts. And yeah, so once I start biking and I get all sweaty and gross, well now that triggers the germophobia and my OCD and I immediately want to go take a shower. That's habit stacking. I already know right away that I can take care of my exercise, my reading or my mental health motivation, and my showering all in one good go. It'll take me less than an hour if I do it that way as well. When she said, this is your sign to care, my brain said, no, I don't think I will. I absolutely agree with you, by the way. I think the moment someone tells me don't scroll or, hey, this is when you need to listen, watch, bet I will. Bet, challenge, accept that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't. It's a newfound interest after a certain game. It really showed me how good it feels to put something down because I can't feel all that much or it's very faint. Music and art helps now. Oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear that music and art is helping you. I know music's a pretty powerful tool for a lot of people. I've had the same conversation with myself that this guy is having, LOL. Yeah, right? Exactly. Motivation does not come to some of us naturally. Especially, look, let's calls it like we sees it. If you are like me, where you are depressed, naturally depressed, when your brain just always wants to tell you that nothing will work out right, face it, own it, look at it, and tell it, bet I'll find something. Smell flowers on the side of the road. Oh no, there was a bug in there. Observe how adorable that little bug is. Think about how little that life is compared to yours. That's crazy. The whole world, the whole universe is just consciousness upon consciousness upon consciousness. The drip in the bucket. It is really the drop in the bucket. It's crazy when you think about it that way. It's not so crazy in the grand scheme of things. It's pretty similar. Instead of practicing the future, shining light on the past. Oh, headpats. Eat the bug. Don't you eat the bug! No, this isn't Lion King. We're not Timon and Pumbaa here. I finally finished my assignment and sent my boss a text that is just SpongeBob SquarePants saying mission accomplished. What is normal? Anyone could explain chaos theory. Ooh. Alright, Toy. What'd you get there? Toast? Oh, I like toast. Give it. Give it now. Ah. Alright, next one. That's a good one. I even hearted that one, so you know that I really liked it if I hearted it. Ooh, a brain wrinkle. Thank you. I did like my brain wrinkle.
Stimulant meds for the...
Next one.
My favorite piece of advice
Alright, this is another
I've ever gotten
ADHD.
or read.
Oh, wow. Ew! Don't you touch my egghead. I'm putting it in its resting space in the chair. I gotta tell you, that was a happy accident that the way I drew my restraint chair, literally, my head fits smooth in there. It's just like an egg crate. Hell yeah. Yeah. Oh, ah! It's not the same sensory once the hair comes back. I don't like that. Ooh, patch. Alright, y'all can see it, right? Here we go.
Was from Ed Yong. He was like huge during the pandemic as a science writer. He was the science writer at The Atlantic at the time, but he's written books. He was demystifying so much of COVID when we were doom scrolling and like just so terrified, and he made COVID something that we could conceive of. One of my favorite things that I've ever read was in an interview with him talking about being a writer and the process of being a writer or just a creative or just a person who does things. He said park downhill, meaning when you're ready to stop for the day, leave your work in a place that it's going to be easy to get you rolling down the hill when you start again. So like today, the way I use it is like, today I really don't want to go to the grocery store. I have to edit my podcast and go to the grocery store today. And I'm sitting on my couch and I'm reading a good book and I just like really don't want to be not doing that. But what I've decided to do, and I just really want in this, and
wait, hold on. That was such technical wording. I really just want to be not doing that. Agreed, understood, go on.
Advice probably comes from elsewhere, but to me, it came from him. Today, I'm going to set up my podcast because it's a chore that I kind of don't want to do. I'm going to set it up, I'm going to get ready to edit, which is the most boring part.
Yeah,
just sitting
okay.
there,
I remember why I said this
uploading,
now.
downloading, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm going to go to the grocery store as a way of procrastinating the podcast.
Yes!
Time, it will be at the point where if I don't start editing the podcast, it will not get done. I'm parking downhill in several ways, allowing myself to procrastinate and trick myself into doing all the chores I need to do. I don't know if that all comes together or not.
It does. Okay, so we have actually talked about this before. I've been working on this concept for a minute now, and I didn't have any words for it. So when this person was discussing it, I immediately went, oh my God, somebody else is doing what I'm doing. I call this working with my brain, because what you're doing is you are utilizing your own tasks that you are procrastinating on, right? You're being mindful of them. You're setting them on that bulletin board, okay? And you're saying, I do need to do that. I've been needing to do that for 3 months, 6 months. It'll take me 5 minutes. That's okay. No judgment there. We just know we need to do it, okay? And then what you're saying is, well, What are the other things I have to do today? I have to scrub the toilet. I really need to go grocery shopping. That was her example. I got to go grocery shopping. So what she's saying, what they're saying is, I'm using my own, I'm using this is where spoons come in, right? Prioritizing, knowing the neurological demand on what you need to do, gauging that is very important. I call it priority level. And then you also have well, what's the demand level gonna be? Because priority is not quite the same as your demand level. That's not the same as your spoons, right? It'll summon its top tier general Ebola nodders. Oh, I wonder what she's gonna get. I can't stop laughing at that moment you puffed with. Spoon sounds like the pub to me. No, spoon theory. Have y'all not heard about spoon theory? This is my favorite part of the stream. This is basically, God, I'm such a nerd. A nerd. You know why? Because when I get to show y'all cute little like supplementary pictures and stuff, this is like PowerPoint when I was teaching myself how to do animation. Slide by slide with PowerPoint, and I'm just doing it like on the much more cool advanced level now. Dreams do come true, baby. I'll show you what spin theory is. Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you right now. The moment the picture pops up. Ash after streaming for 12 hours. There is no spoons. No, for real though. At that point, if you're playing the right games, there are no spoons. I don't give a damn about a spoon. Wow, there's a lot of different. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Don't laugh at me, Shady. Shut up! Don't make fun of me. Okay, don't. You're allowed to make fun of me a little bit. I like it. No way, I hate it. Don't do it. Wait, what? What was I doing? Oh yeah, image. All right. Spoon theory. I'm covering your face. Y'all are mean. O-T. All right, so. I was banned Ash for acting it. Basically, what spoon theory is the idea that every task you have throughout your daily life, you have ADHD and you feel that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's exactly what this kind of stuff is kind of useful to explore, because it can give you some mechanisms that can help you like manage your lifestyle requirements. So with spoon theory, it's about the idea that certain things require specific demands from you, and the spoons are the symbol for them. And I think that's a pretty cool thing, right? Like, these requirements can change mattering on your demands. Like, for example, this one shows that going to work and school is 4 spoons, but washing and showering is 2 spoons. Not for me. For me, I would gauge showering and washing at 4 spoons. And going to work and school is actually a special interest of mine, so I would say that's a 1 spoon for me. I love going to work and school. And that's why it's important to know, okay, cool. So you've got the gauges of the spoons, right? 1, 2, 3, or 4 spoons. But riddle me this. I actually have my own version that I wouldn't have a way to show you guys this. Unless, wait, hold on. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna open up Paint. Doing all 4 levels of spoons is a total of 12 done. Yeah, I do think that the whole point of it would be that there's a max of spoons for you. But because of how I use it, I don't think the maximum, I don't know. It doesn't work quite the same for me. The version I've done is more like a personal gamification of it. That's more akin to having a talent tree build that reduces and then also increases certain things. So hold on 1 second. Is that showing up on top like that? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, not that. Did I break something? Mel! Did you do it again? Son bitch. Ah! Ah! Okay. So I'm going to show you how I use the spoon theory in my own life. This is very big. Now I see why you were saying that, Cap. Shut up, dude. That is so funny. Don't. That's so funny. No, dude. I already know that if India was here, she'd be losing her mind. Yeah. I see it now. Alright, here we go. So, you got a joke. Shut up! Ah! Ito me! I touched a baby! I touched a baby! Alright. So, you've got the normal spoon theory, right? Like, here's one spoon. Hold on! Give me a second. It's gonna be fine. Okay. Why is it so broken? Okay, this one is broken. Why? Oh, I see why. Because I'm silly. Hold on. She's gonna have to block my face. Block me, Tammy. Okay, this one spoon. This is 2 spoons. This is 3 spoons. And this is 4 And then what happens is some spoons are gold. Some spoons are regular. In fact, we don't even need the other spoons. We just need the 2. Alright, so you got gold spoons. Shut up! Oh my god, okay. Gold spoons. Alright, so for example, this is important stuff. You guys are making fun of me! So, oh my god. The spoons are melting. Oh my goodness. Hi, Clunk! We're being a little bit silly. Yeah, it's fine. How are you doing? Hi. Also, Clunk, I'm gonna start doing Play With Me streams. I require your assistance. We have to do collab. It seems so fun. Oh. All right, here we go. Are we ready? So, the spoon theory. You've got up to 4 spoons, each one. That's 1 spoon, 2 spoon. But just me. 2 spoons. All right, and then we were talking about how certain things require less spoons than other. So, for example, this right here is my bathtub spoon. Yeah, I take shower. This is... Shut up! It's one. Quit making fun of me! 4 spoons to take a shower. But that person was saying that, like, studying and stuff takes them 4 spoons. It actually takes me like 1 spoon. And in fact, because it's a special interest, I get golden spoons. That's what I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's the thing. Right? But then, like, here's the thing. So let's say that I want to go to a social event, right? Because I'm really anxious and stuff all the time. So, the social event, we'll just do, I don't know, fireworks. This is a firework. This is a firework too. So going to an event with people, this, for me, this requires 4 spoons. 1, 2, 3, 4 spoons. But here's the thing. If this event is centered around a special interest, like the other day I went out to an event and it incidentally ended up being a lunar event festival, that immediately made it a golden spoon. So I multiplied my spoons because I ended up getting 4 golden spoons out of that, right? So it actually refueled me. And then I ended up having much more energy for, well, the stream, for example. And that's how it works. 4 spoons, a bathtub. Imagine turning your shadow on and just spoons start flying out of the shower head, all of you. Why would you do this? Why would you do these things? No, I don't think that's the same. No. No. Alright, I think that's about the end of that video.
Thank you for all your work that made the pandemic a little bit more livable. My favorite piece
Sweet. So, next one. Oh, okay, so this one's gonna be kind of deep. Of course, another level with me here. I feel like I missed so much chat when I was doing that. That's what I was making noise. I have a backup generator of spoons that fires up when I run out of spoons. But the problem is when I think of the fact, the first thing that came to mind was the fact that the spoons are a bit of, well, and no, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna kick your ass. I read that whole thing! You are mean! It's nonsense! Why? I'm timing you out right now. How do I mute you? Mute Captain Electric. 5 minutes. Muting you right now with my ultra mega. Yeah, mute Captain Electric. Wait, did that actually work? Oh, did that work? Are you muted? I can't.
Is it worth it? Oh yeah, it's worth it.
Not that isn't worth
If you're strong enough.
Bro, you guys, just a bunch of hooligans. What am I gonna do with y'all? We're supposed to be behaving right now. Y'all are not behaving. You had your arms this whole time? Yeah, I've always had my, well, yeah. I'm only allowed to come out of my straitjacket once in a while, duh. Alright, are you ready for the depths? Let's go. We're going in. The text says, I was in a garden maze when a little girl kept waiting for me to make sure I knew the way out. Alright. I'm not going to make y'all read the comments or anything, but I want to tell y'all what I felt about this very quick video the moment I saw it. If you can think symbolically for just a moment with me. Puzzle games, maze games, things like that. And the way our minds can work, where we end up right back where we started, yet progressed somehow. 5 steps forward, 3 steps back, 4 steps forward, 2 steps back, 7 steps forward, 3 steps back again. This kind of thing. I think that was why I kept this video. It's a way to remember that anywhere you go in life, there's a version of you that knows where you want to be. That is always the collective theme of any of our mental health talks when we looked at these videos. It's a way to remember that your circumstances are important. There's considerations that you need to keep in mind with all of your current dreams. Every version of yourself that's worse or better than where you currently are. And that takes time, experience. It takes exposure to things. So you get to choose. And any day is a good day to choose, by the way. Any moment. You can absolutely turn it all around right now. But that's also an overwhelming statement, I think. There's a lot of mental health stuff these days that it targets me because of what my special interests are with mental health. And it'll say things like, any moment is the moment you can change it all. And I'm like, oh, that's very scary. That's almost too much responsibility. That's not to say, if you're an overthinker like myself, right? Where that's not to say that you have to do it now. You don't. You can do just a little bit. You can even observe yourself as the better version of yourself, or the version of yourself that you aim to be, right? It doesn't even have to be a better version. It could just be a version of yourself that, like, who knows? Maybe you want to start, I don't know, going out to the streets and becoming a gang member or something. Or maybe you want to start working in a library and reading to people who can't read for themselves. Whatever the version of yourself is, that maybe you're a fitness hero all of a sudden and you're a guru for nutritional health. Or a super cool person that can code and program and you can hack. Like any of these things, any of these versions of yourself, the moment you picture it in your mind, right? Don't you see what's needed of you? You can immediately imagine the version of yourself that would need to exist and show up every day to be that. Unmute me right now. I can't. What that woman doesn't know is she died and is in that hedge mage forever now. That's actually exactly what I saw with this. Imagine that this little girl is the younger version of her adult self looking back at her current self saying, follow me now. You know where you need to go. And I won't let you forget. That's exactly the point, Captain. You nailed it right. I mean, literally, dude. On the head. That is why I saved this video. You guys, the younger version of you and the current version of you and even the older, the future version of you knows itself. And they all want to help each other. So let them. And the maze around you, the complications, the scares, the being scared, the fear, that's okay. That's unfamiliar territory. And guess what you can do? You can go through that unfamiliar territory and you can go back if you get lost or if it feels wrong or you feel like this isn't the way I need to go anymore. You can do that. And in some extraordinary situations, you can even see through the hedges, symbolically so, right? You know what's going on in this parallel realms. You've seen your friends going through it, right? You've seen your family going through it. And you can say, well, I know where that usually ends. And for now, I think what I'm doing is good for me. That's good for me. Preach. Yeah, I'm just saying now. That's a good one. Can build up quick too. I want to be a vigilante and fight crime. Right, so if you wanted to be a vigilante and fight crime right now, what would you do, right? Your brain can already go, well, dang, I'm going to have to be more physically fit. I'd probably start exercising some more. And I would definitely want a good set of clothing that would make me an individual and unique. And people would recognize me for being that person. And that's fun. That's cool, dude. Like, heck, for me, a lot of my stuff is much more logical. I've told you guys 1,000 times before, I'm not very creative, you know? I'm artistic, I'm not creative. But for me, I think when I picture the version of myself that is really living my dream, I would be doing a lot of quick and fast traveling. So I would have a place, like a hub, that I would come back to constantly, but I would never have a home. I've known that since the get-go. I don't want to own a home. I don't want to own a car. I don't want to have, I really don't want to have like a set marriage or like a set family yet until I knew I was able to sit down and really retire and give them all my time. But I do know that the dream version of myself, I would be traveling to countries, probably like 3 days to 7 days max. And then I would come back to my, my retreat spot. And then I would do stuff like this still. I would still do all my art. And I would work on my video editing. And I would continue trying to be a better version of myself. And I would definitely keep cooking. I love cooking. I'm really enjoying doing the videos where, like, dude, that video I did about the Oriental store, I have a second video that I'm going to do quite similar about a different market I went to visit. That video is holding out real well. I'm going to keep exploring that. And that's the version of myself I knew I wanted to be by picturing it. And that's where I align myself. I would need a costume. Yeah, you're going to need a wolf tail, right? And some little ears. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I already have lined done nodders. Yes. Alright, so next one. Dude, this is so fun. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I saved that one, but... Okay, let's do this one. Oh, wait, can I not? Oh, because it's not a video. That's a bummer. I think I can show you all this one, but I have to do it a little bit differently. Oh, actually, I think I saved a video about this. I did! I have a video about it. It's saved right here. So we'll just do this video instead. That's much easier than dealing with trying to make the other one work. Oh. Second. Okay, here we go.
Inertia. This has a lot of overlaps with ADHD. Many autistic people have what is known as autistic inertia. This has a lot of overlaps with ADHD, and it's characterized by indecisiveness, anxiety, and perfectionism. Autistic inertia can look like difficulty starting, stopping, or changing tasks, challenges with transitioning between tasks or switching your focus, having a really hard time refocusing on a task if you get interrupted, having difficulty with starting a task, and then if you do start it, then you hyper-focus on it for long periods of time. And often the hyper-focus can be so strong that you can't get up to eat, drink water, or use the bathroom. And feeling like you are unable to start a new task and you are stuck in your current task. Autistic inertia can be affected if you struggle with planning or you struggle to break down tasks. This has been really helpful for me because
All right, so I'm going to tell you guys right away, there's something worthy of remembering. Autistic inertia is different from flow state. And that's why I think a lot of artists or creators who happen to be artistically inclined, we can have trouble figuring out, okay, when am I in a flow state and when am I experiencing autistic inertia? That's why I've never even heard this term until like the moment I found this video. So I thought this was really interesting.
instead of using a mode of productivity that goes against my brain, I now just engage in these natural behaviors that I do to work with myself rather than against myself. It obviously has its ups and downs, but after being in burnout, I can't go back to how I was before. Many autistic people have what is known as autistic inertia.
Yeah, so I thought that was a pretty good one. It's kind of speaks for itself, right? It's worthy of knowing that there's something called autistic inertia. And as I mentioned, it's definitely something different than flow state for art. And once again, if that's something you want to explore, talk about more at length, especially if you have experience with it, please talk about it in the Discord because I love talking about this stuff and also learning about it. I have almost all of those things, LOL, except I'm fine dashing to the bathroom because I have my own bathroom. And when I remind myself to, I can break tasks down. No, I'm not. LOL. Yeah, you're totally not autistic. Not though.
Someone said.
Oh! Alright, we're gonna start our next one. But I'm gonna get it set up and then we have to do our ads really quick. That way people don't have to deal with Wow, we got through a lot of these. We are doing good today.
This is the only way.
Alright, this will be I think this is gonna be the next one. We'll see. Let me go ahead and put on the be right back screen because our ads are gonna start. I'm just gonna push them right now. Get some music going for y'all really quick.
Shut up and let me go. Get that busy. Can't be that. That be sissy. That be sissy. That be that be shoot. That be shoot. Ooh, this music makes me want to play the friction, the Hatsune. Alright, let's see what this one is. ADHD friendly hack to get tasks done.
I get my work done. Okay, well, one is 5 bands. And secondly, have you ever done mind mapping? I go to Five Below.
Oh yeah, I love mind mapping. This is a good one.
Canvas. And while I love to scribble and draw, what I do at the beginning of each week, and I'm going to keep it far because it's personal, is I just word vomit everything that's on my brain. Whether it's scheduling a doctor's appointment, what I need to do for work, content ideas I have,
daydreaming,
things that I feel insecure about, things that are just on my mind. Word vomit it into a page, even if it's something that's on your to-do
Get it
list,
all
or
out.
it's just a feeling that you've had that you want to get out on paper, or it's just a thought that you want to simply get out of your mind. Take 30 minutes on a Sunday or whenever your week begins, just writing down every single thing that's on your mind.
I like this one
because my brain is so fucking loud all of the time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This really helps take away the guilt that I typically have when I forget to do something. And the goal
here because if not, if you don't actually put all of these ruminating thoughts, right? That's to say the thoughts that you keep cycling in your head over and over again. I really needed to do that thing 3 years ago. It's going to keep sitting there, even if it's something you can't even do anymore. That's being self-aware of what needs to be done is one burden. And then making sure that you process it is the other part of it, right? That's the relationship we want to aim for here so that you don't feel so overwhelmed. Also, hi, Ben. It's great to see you. You love penguins. I love penguins, too. Penguins are my brother's favorite. And thank you for the head pats. How you doing? It's great to see you. All right, so here's that last bit of this one.
To do everything. It's just that I simply
have it's not about doing it. That's the most important part, you guys. Putting things down on paper, writing it out, typing it. Why no? Okay, typing is a little bit different than writing it out. I personally benefit more from the full kinesthetic cognitive process of writing it down. I don't know why. And especially if you have a thought that like super frustrates you and you keep writing it down over and over again, start doing more symbolic things with it. Take it, put it in a plastic bag, freeze it in the freezer with water, bury it in the ground. You can shred it all up and catch it on fire and burn it. All of this stuff, it's, yes, very Gustave Frabéus type of stuff. It's, you know, hippy-dippy things, but it is symbolic. The whole theme is always the symbolism of being alive and being present in this life and enjoying it. Make a note of it. Yeah, you'll feel silly doing it, okay? Life isn't meant to be taken seriously 24/7. It'll be okay. I promise. I felt silly doing it too. I always feel silly when I'm doing a lot of these practices.
Mind at all times. And if I do
But I feel
to 10
better.
of them, that is so much more than I would have done had I not written all of it out and I just had it in my brain. And I got so overwhelmed with the hundreds of things that I had in my mind that I end up doing 0. So this is how I get 5 things done in a week.
There you go. Very simple, very easy. Yeah, I like that one.
And secondly, have you ever done mind
I just a
mapping?
baby.
I
just a baby. Next one.
Someone said maybe you're not noticing your progress because you're always raising the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Someone said...
All right, so that's a really fast one. I have a lot to say about it, though. You're back with broccoli, tuna, fettuccine leftovers. Stop. I made the garlic and herb pasta with rotini and broccoli yesterday again. This was only my second time making it. But yeah, I think I'm getting the bechamel sauce down to a T. It came out real good.
Someone said maybe
I put a
you're not
picture in the
noticing your
Discord
progress
cafeteria.
because you're always raising the bar. Yeah. Someone said maybe you're not noticing your progress because you're always raising the bar.
All right, so this is we were talking earlier, the whole theme of these videos today have actually, I think, been symbolism, right? Please take this from me. Hear my words. If you're like me, where you are always trying to reach higher and higher, try very hard. Apply the effort, because even the best loaves of bread must rest to rise. Give yourself a moment to step back away from what you're doing and say, wow, I can't believe how far I've come. I can't believe how much effort I've made. I can't believe what difference this looked like, you know? Because I do think I'm one of those people that kind of forgets to be grateful for all the progress. And thanks to all of y'all hanging out with me today, I can definitely look back at these things and go, yeah, I'm really proud of my progress. And we should all be proud of our progress. It can be little things too, like remembering to, I don't know, drink a sip of water every day. Okay, some of us, we have different, all of our struggles look very different across the bar there. I'm genuinely surprised that more people don't watch your streams because this is very good content and you obviously put a lot of effort into what you make. Oh, thank you, Ben. That means so much to me. I caved in and I made myself the legendary nacho stack with a nice spicy tomato and chili chutney and German spice salamis. Salami. Shady's got the ooey bingies. Yeah, that's a good one. I like this one. We'll have to give that one a like, I think. Next one.
Someone on here went viral because they said, if you think you can't go vegan because you love bacon too much, just become vegan plus bacon. And I'm here to tell you that you can just apply that mentality to so many things in your life. Oh, I really want to go to the gym, but I'm kind of tired and I know I won't be able to give 100%. Okay, go to the gym and give 50%. You know?
Yeah, there you go.
You don't have to be imprisoned by your own rules.
Okay, so clearly there's a nuance here. If you have to be vegan because of dietary restrictions, that's a whole different thing, right? Or if you're gluten-free because you have celiac disease, clearly. But what this video meant to me, I thought it was really kind of cool because what it's saying is compromise. It's okay to compromise. For example, I really love vegan and vegetarian food, but I'm not specifically vegan or vegetarian since I like to explore all types of foods. I've got beef roast right now sitting in the slow cooker because I want to make some fresh tamales. And I am so grateful, lucky that I don't have any severe diet restrictions where I can't do that. But my goodness, if you ever have a friendship, a relationship where there needs to be a little bit of compromise, okay, maybe you're not the nicest person ever. I'm not a nice person. You know what I'm saying? But I try to be kind. And so putting yourself in a position where you're saying, well, maybe I'm not fully committed to this version of myself yet, but I can compromise and try to provide just a little bit more, right? For example, let's go back to another theme we've had today in all of these videos. Going outside of your comfort zone. For the sake of seeing things and learning things that you didn't know you could really get attached to yet, right? That's important. When you go out and do things that you don't like, well, good. Now you know what you do like. And you can expose yourself to more of the things that you do like. And heck, why not keep exposing yourself to things that you know you don't like? That way you can absolutely be sure what you do. It's fun in that regard, I think. That's a compromise. And plus you get to meet people that are in surroundings and environments that you wouldn't otherwise have access to. In fact, most of the people who are active in the dream versions of ourselves, right, that we've been talking about envisioning this whole time throughout the stream, that dream version of yourself, it is not going to be surrounded by all the same people that you're surrounding yourself with now. I'm sorry. I hate to break that news to you. It will require a rearrangement, a sacrifice, a grieving period of the people you were once surrounded with, and the environments you were once comfortable in, and the relationships you once had with not only those people, but with yourself. You will grieve previous versions of yourself to get to the future version of yourself you can see right now in your head. Oh, can you feel it? I can. I know exactly where mine would be. And it would require a lot of change that I'm still actively working on, but little bits at a time. See, that's what I've been saying. I salami because... Oh, hey, Ben, by the way, if your text isn't showing up in the chat right now, I just want to let y'all know I figured out why it does that. It's because you guys have to choose a different chat name color. I know, it's so weird. I am low-key on sodium because of my kidneys. Oh, okay. You know what's funny is I purposely cook with low sodium because my family is quite privy to having high blood pressure and high cholesterol. And since I love sodium so much, I can't help it. I don't know why. I only reserve my high sodium intake for things like pickles or fermented vegetables. Otherwise, I really try not to use it too much. You're my favorite a-hole. What'd you call me? That's definitely a good one. Alright, what's this one? I haven't been able to play my favorite game since the breakup because we used to always play together and I don't know, grief is weird. Okay, yeah, this is a really important reoccurring theme we've been discussing here in the stream. That's why I kept it. Learning to grieve and process the grief that comes with losing a relationship or a dynamic with someone who either A, is just no longer in your life and has passed away, or is no longer in your life and still is present in this current realm. I think that's important, you know, because a lot of times I think I've seen that people feel you can only ever grieve the loss of someone who is on to the next realm. I'm trying to be very diplomatic with my words here. And let's be honest, you guys, when you hang out with, especially if you're the type of person like me where you make regular friendships, they don't have to be romantically enthused at all. And you start to game with these people. You're used to logging in and you're in voice chat. Like back in the day for me, it went from Yahoo chats, MSN chats, and we had Ventrilo, there was TeamSpeak, now we have Discord. You get used to having these people there with you all the time, and you associate certain habits with them. And when you go back into those habits, but the people that you once enjoyed them with are no longer there, that does make us grieve. It's okay to call it grief. Now, haven't been able to play my favorite game since then. I think... Oh my god, I got distracted because my dog kept scratching and then... Oh man, I've been there. Yeah, that's definitely... I don't know. I think this is one of the biggest reoccurring themes I've seen for a lot of people, even myself, is just this idea of... We're losing me a little bit. Hold on. I'm gonna come back. I got thrown off because my dog kept scratching and it, like, threw off my overstimulation level. I'm good, though. Be good. What's the lesson here, guys? Play your... Aw, thank you, Shady. Shady redeemed deep breath times 3. Yeah, I'll do 3 deep breaths. Hold on. Okay. Maybe that, yeah, maybe that might have hit a deeper level than I expected it to. And that's why, hey, I'm not mad at all. I think this is good. Hey, these little mental health and more streams seem to be doing a lot for me, because the last one we did, it hit some notes too. Yeah, I think I ended up stopping after an hour and a half with the art therapy one that we did. I'm gonna make some sort of clip remark or something for that too. That was fun. What's the lesson here, guys? Play your gals for against them. They love it. Yeah, well, okay, so that's exactly it could even be, you can play your favorite games even with just regular friends, right? But when you have a falling out, for example, I had a falling out with somebody who we really liked doing art together, and it made it hard for me to even want to sit down and stream my art to people for a little while. And her and I didn't date. That was legitimately just a cool chick that I met, and we would hang out in Discord voice chats, and we had a lot of mutual friends. But once we were no longer friends anymore, I remember she went out of her way to try and recruit as many people as possible against me, and it worked for a good portion. I felt no desire to fight her on it. Hey, if anyone's willing to take your opinion over another human, over you proving yourself, that's not the type of person you want in your life. I promise you that right now, so she can have all that. But otherwise, it was still a grieving process for wanting to do art and play certain games that I was playing with her, you know? Dang, I want some salami now. I love salami. There's some in my fridge at the moment. And I got some good cheese. I like keeping around either those garlic crisps, like the little garlic bread crisps, or other like crackers. Those are good too. That was just adding insult to injury. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make it easier. That's a good one though. All right, let's do our next one.
Ready?
Some of these are quite fast. Oh, this is a fun one. She said she was gonna have a panic attack, so naturally I made her do this. I was wanting to show this to y'all because this is exactly why. In that, just watch it for a second. It's actually quite nice, right? Think about Wii games, kind of. What this is doing is it's triggering her friend to basically utilize her body instead of using only her mind. This is important, right? We have something where you can have y'all ever seen that thing? Google it right now. I did. Go ahead, Google it. Confirm it for me or not. Where if you're having a panic attack, you can try and eat Sour Punch straws or like Sour Patch Kids, citric acid covered candy, right? Really sour candies. Or also, one thing I like to do in the morning is jumping jacks. Get your body moving. Like I'm not even joking. This is why it's important. Do you know why it's important that every king in a kingdom has a jester? Because sometimes life isn't that serious. So whenever you get really anxious and you don't know what to do with yourself and you're all up in your mind and you're trying to logistify everything and figure out the next move, for a second, I dare you to do this. Do jumping jacks. Do it. You won't. I don't think you'll do it. I don't think you have, I dare you. I don't think you have the groin. You know what I do when I get really anxious during because I work in retail and stuff, right? Anytime they would bring us into those really scary, like, come on guys, group huddle, and we had to do really important, quote unquote important team huddles, I would sit on the ground. I would cross my legs and sit on the ground, and I would just pay full attention to the person speaking. And every time, they would be so thrown off by me that they'd be like, what are you doing? And I'd say, I'm listening to you. Well, why are you sitting on the ground? Because I think that I listen better when I'm sitting on the ground. Is that weird for you? Because how can you be upset? You know what I mean? That's not... Would you rather me fidgeting with my phone? You know what I mean? Like, when you really put that in front of people's faces. Now, I'm not saying do jumping jacks in the middle of your team management meetings, but stretch in front of them. Like, sometimes I'll start stretching my arms actively. That way I'm keeping my nervous system activated because I have a low resting heart rate. I bring it up all the time because it's true. And if I just sit there listening to people, I'll start falling asleep. So instead of falling asleep and starting to yawn, I'll start stretching my arms really, like, kind of behind my back and stuff. And they're always like, what are you doing? So I'm listening to you. Yeah, but what are you doing with your body? I'm moving my body so that I can actively listen to you. Why does my body movement affect you right now? It's so funny. I don't know if anyone knows how to deal with that. I can confirm Sour Patch Kids help. Oh, that's awesome, Howdy. What's up, Rex? It's great to have you back. I love your VTuber avatar, Ben. Thank you. I'm slowly working on her more and more. I've drawn everything. So my little restraint chair. I'm still working on the environment background. I put a few more hours into it this morning. Now we've got the trees there. We didn't have the trees before. I think the problem is they get confused because you're so short. They already thought you were sitting when you were standing. Wow. Okay, so you want to get banned today then, is what you're saying. No. All right, next one. Let's go.
When I was 13, I had an experience that changed the way I looked at people for the rest of my life.
Oh,
I remember I was at
good.
the lunch table with some of my friends, and I was in the middle of a conversation. I looked over and I saw this girl that was sitting alone. And to paint the picture, she was a little bit heavier set girl, a little bit quieter. She was kind of socially awkward. I'd only had, like one class with her, so I'd never really talked to her, but she sat in the back. She was just really quiet. And I was like, I should go sit with that girl. So I looked over to my best friend at the time who sat right next to me, and I said, hey, dude, we should go sit with this girl. And he looked over at me kind of disgusted. He was like, why would we go sit with her? And it hit me in that moment. Let's go do this. So I immediately stand up. I grab my stuff, and I go walk over to her. And I look at her, and I say, hey, excuse me, do you mind if I sit next to you? And she didn't say anything. She looked up, and she just kind of shook her head. And so I sat down next to her, and I was just eating my food. I started asking her questions about herself. And while we were talking, I remember asking her, I said, hey, what's your favorite treat and drink? Because, I don't really have very many questions or the social skills when I'm 13 years old. And she told me, I remember, it was a Diet Cherry Coke and a Twix. So we kept talking. We talked for maybe 20 minutes. Talked to her about the book she was reading, things she liked to do. And I said, yeah, it was nice talking to you. I went and grabbed my stuff and threw it away. And then when I threw my stuff away, it hit me. I'm like, I should go do something nice for this girl. So I went over to the office ladies, and I was good friends with them at the time. And I said, hey, I want to put together an anonymous care package for this girl. So I wanted to get her the Diet Cherry Coke, and I want to get her the Twix, and I wanted to write her a little anonymous note.
That's
so awesome,
note, Shady.
Things like, hey, I noticed you.
I didn't know that.
I'm so glad you come to school. It's great seeing you every day. Just something that would be meaningful and is kind. And I remember I went with the office lady, and we found.
I'm going to read that in chat in a second, I promise, because that's so cool.
We opened it up, and we opened the locker. A little note fell out.
We got this in your Shady fact in chat.
I looked at it, but I remember I picked up the note, and I opened it. And I remember quickly looking over it.
There's a few of y'all I thought about when I saved this video, okay? If you know, you know.
In that note,
We got
and
some
said
good
things about
people in
herself
the
that no person
community
should
here.
say about themselves. And she planned on doing things to herself that no person should do to themselves. And in that moment, I didn't even know what to do. It hit me like a truck. I just sat there and I'm like, I didn't know what to do. So I folded up the note, put it back in her locker. We put all the stuff in her locker. We shut the locker, and I just kind of sat there for a second. And it hit me. I didn't know any of this was going on. I didn't know that this girl was struggling. You could have guessed if you were mindful, but I never would have guessed it. I remember I put that in her locker and I walked far away, and so that, that she wouldn't notice me. And I remember when the bell rang, she went to her locker, and I remember her opening up her locker, and she opened it and she saw the Diet Cherry Coke and the Twix. And
all right, let's catch up with chat really quick. I live above people. Okay, yeah, you could try somatic stretches. Anything to activate your body. So, like, even general stretches, too. Over the back are some of my favorite ones. I like rotating my neck, because my neck gets kind of crunchy. Important, exactly. This is what I wanted to read. I saw Shady say, I found out that the difference between clowns and jesters was clowns make fools of themselves and jesters make fools of others. That's really interesting. That would, look at us, brain wrinkles. Ooh, brain wrinkles for the day. That doesn't, oh, hold on. That doesn't sound right to me, though, because court jesters were traditionally entertaining royalty and probably would have been beheaded if they made fun of anybody else in the room, lol. Yeah, I'm not sure. I always thought jesters were both. I thought they made fun of themselves and those around them. When did you start streaming? I actually started streaming 6 years ago, and in fact, our newest subscriber badge is what I am announcing today, and then I'm gonna make sure I make a cute little pop-up promo for it tomorrow. Also, the full-on tarot cards, etc. is usually represented by a jester. We're gonna have to look into this. I feel as if, dude, we should ask Ozzy. Because Ozzy's OC for his VTuber is like a sort of jester clown-looking character. So I guarantee you could get all of us little special interest nerds. We would be excited. That would be fun! I want to do it! Because do you want to see my favorite first jester I ever saw? I know, it's not Harley Quinn. If y'all say that to me, I swear to God, it's banning. Banning! I will ban you. No, I'm joking. I wouldn't ban you. I love you. Stay with me, please. I'm going to show you my favorite first clown I ever saw, though. She was from... I think her name is Bon Bon. Yeah! Do y'all want to see it? My favorite jester clown is Bon Bon. Hold on. I get a good picture of her. Bon Bon! Dude, that's so funny. I wonder if that's why Bun Bun's name is Bun Bun. Because I have a stuffed bunny and his name is Bun Bun. Hold on, I'm trying to get a good picture of her. I need to do a fan art of this character, apparently. You wonder if clowns would exist without jesters? Oh, actually. What the heck? I'll show y'all Bon Bon. Alright, this is Bon Bon. Look at her. Isn't she so cute? I love her. She's from Little Nemo. Widowy. She's just a baby. She's just a baby. I'm just saying. I'm just saying now. All right, next one. What time are we at? Wow, it's already been 2.5 hours. That's crazy. Oh, we're still doing this one.
She opened up the letter, and I saw her read the letter. She just started crying. And in that moment, it hit me like a truck. I could do this every single day, and I would never get sick of it. I felt so good that doing something kind for someone, it took nothing, but it means so much to this person. It meant so much.
This is also a good note on doing things that make you passionate, right?
She's
like
all done up and
things you would do regardless of what the feedback was.
8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th
Peyotot!
grade year,
Hi! Oh my goodness, Peyotot. I have incredible... I'm literally pausing the video just for this. Do me a favor, bud. Can you try changing your name color in chat? Because I think... Well, I know that I have tested all of the issues with certain people not showing up in the chat on the voices. So if you go into your settings and try changing your chat color name, you'll show up on the voices chat. I tested it on 2 different accounts already. I know that's annoying, but it's the one way I figured out how to fix it, because we could... You weren't the only one affected by that whole situation where you guys just like weren't showing up on the chat log.
That girl frequently. She's an awesome person. And I made it a goal after that every single week I would sit with someone new who was sitting alone at lunch. Sometimes it would be the same person. And there were times, and I did that. So I'd sit with someone new, and I did that for 5 years.
Nice.
In my junior high and high school. And I remember there were times where I'd go up to people and they would tell me to fuck off. There were times that there would be people that would totally be pissed off by it and say, why would you do that? Why would you sit with me? I don't know.
And also, Ben,
and there were times where I'd have great conversations with people.
If you want to try and change your name color as well, I noticed you're not showing up on my chat either.
Being kind to people and sitting with
I
other
want to
people,
see
not
your
only did it help my social
woods.
skills, my ability to go up and approach people and have conversations with people that didn't really want to talk to me, but it helped me so much. And what I found is that being mindful and being kind to people does so much for your soul. It makes you feel
it does, yeah.
I think restored, it restored what I feel like is faith in humanity, really, because it makes you feel so good. And I started noticing some other people doing it too. And I ended up running for student body office because of it my senior year of high school. And I got the 2nd most votes in the school's history because of it. And
yeah.
And not even my own parents know this story. Most people I've absolutely never told this story to, but the reason I'm sharing this now is to hopefully inspire someone.
Hold on, I'm trying to see how to change your name color right now. I'm looking at my phone for it.
Say that nice thing to that person. Be kind to that person that you know needs it a little bit more. You don't know what people are going through. Be there and listen to people. Having a conversation with them means so much.
It's under identity. So you have to hit those 3 little dots on the bottom right-hand corner of your mobile app. Go to your identity.
You to do something good.
And then you can change the little global name color in that panel. Yeah, so I thought this one was very good because what it's essentially saying is any little thing you feel like your desertion is driving you to do. In this example, he was saying, I was hanging out with a friend of mine, we're eating lunch, and I felt like we should go sit with this girl because she's sitting by herself. My friend kind of started laughing at it, and I wanted to go and sit with her, so I decided, hey, I'm going to go sit with her anyways. It obviously affected her in a positive way. She ended up coming back to school the next day, and she was done up more. Like, you become a little bit more self-aware whenever people are making you aware of yourself, right? A reoccurring theme in a lot of the mental health videos that we watch they have to do with not only being aware of yourself, but aware of other people's awareness of you. That's why I think a lot of people who are neurodivergent or hypersensitive to other people's feelings and empathizing with them, they get in this position where they start to maybe mask or overcompensate or want to provide more of themselves than they're like neurologically equipped to, because then by making the other people comfortable, then inherently they feel like they'll be comfortable. It doesn't always transact that way. You do have to have boundaries for yourself and know whenever you yourself have had enough. But it's very easy to over provide of ourselves before we reach that point. And then, you know, all of a sudden we've done too much and then we're exhausted and we start to get frustrated. We take it out on our friends and our families, and that's where the dance is. Exactly. Is it worth it? Bitter Fogs, what's up, bud? It's great to see you. I love getting to hang out with you guys. This has been so good. I have to get a seriously quick shout out to Cap, because he was the one for years now. He's been like, man, Ash, I wish we could have more of you like just chatting, right? And I couldn't think of a good format for it. And now that I've gotten into doing it, it's really fun. I didn't think I'd be able to fill in all this space. I like looking around at these chats. Hey man, we love our lurkers. We do. I especially love when I'll have some lurkers who will tell me, hey, I'm so sorry, I accidentally fell asleep. I'm like, dude, that's amazing. If you guys are feeling so comfortable in my safe space that your nervous system is going, ooh, oh, I think I can get a little bit cozy. And it's like nestled. Well, yeah, dude. Get cozy with it. The only regret I have is I'm not there to make sure you're tucked in real good like a perfect burrito. I didn't give you some soups, you know, something warm to go down your guzzler before you go eeps. Oh, I've done that before. My phone died because of it. Oh no! Sorry, I couldn't type it sooner, but just for some of the few who could make jokes about the king. Ooh, shady! We got a knowledge off. Let's go! I'm so sick today. I'm not going to be active. I wanted to come like, oh, please do lurk with us. I'm actually making some meat for tamales. I've been making soups and pastas lately. So yeah, we got all the good food vibes in here, Bitter Fox. Get nice and cozy. I text you in. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Make a little Bitter Fox burrito. Mooch. All right, let's go to, I'm thinking maybe we're closing in on maybe the last one, because for the last hour, I definitely wanted to do
when I was 13,
a little bit of cozy gaming, right? How far are we through this? Hold on.
I remember I was at the lunch table with...
Oh. We have...
Someone
okay,
on here
we
went
did
viral
this one
because
already.
they said if you think...
I think I might actually save the rest of these for our next one. Now, we're gonna skip a week of the mental health videos next week, probably. I think we're gonna do a play with me instead, which means it'll be interactive games where you guys, the viewers, will be able to interact with the stream, or maybe we're playing together in Discord, because I need some time to find some good videos to stack back into our collection. We went through a lot of them today. Ew, it's fun though. Oh my goodness, was it fun? We have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna save the one. Wait, 1, 2.
Someone on here went viral.
We did that one. I haven't been able to. Okay, we definitely did that one. Oh wait, should we just go ahead and clear these out maybe? I think we're the last two. Hold up. Wait a minute. That'd be really good timing if we are, honestly. Must have been a deadly...
Everything is a...
Easiest way to...
Okay, so for the
No, yeah, I'm gonna take more time to look at these other ones because I just grabbed these today, so I haven't had enough time to process what I want to do with it. Hi, look, yay, Ben! You're showing up in chat now. Let's go, Ben. Let's go, Ben. There he is. Where he's been. Wait a second. Where you've been? Punny. Alright, so what are we thinking about our wind down game today? You know what? I think it's time to get me back in my straitjacket because I'm being a little bit silly here. Yeah, we can get me back up in here. Oh yeah, that's nice and cozy. Yeah, I like that. That was real good. This is the best chair ever. I need another chair like this. Arms, it's nice and cozy. That's what I'm saying now. Only love can hurt like this. What's this? We do not need that. We don't need this anymore. Oh yeah, my spell. Hold on. I'm gonna save this. Our demonstration of how spoons work, apparently. I'm gonna put that in the Discord. Hold up. I'm gonna put it in show and tell. Our demonstration of how spoons work. Don't you dare. Alright, let's get rid of that. We don't want that. Oh, you didn't? Dude. Yeah, I love that. It's a really easy way to filter out people who aren't 18. Not that we, like, my server is not exclusively NSFW. I just don't want anyone who's under 18 in there because a lot of us are millennials and older. So it's like any type of joke you wouldn't want to make in front of a 13-year-old because Discord's TOS allows 13-year-olds. Yeah, I'm good. I do have nephews and nieces and stuff, and I wanted to just, it ended up being more work to try and provide a safe space for them to hang out. There's other places they should be hanging out, you know, rather than my Discord where we're old. We're all also, Beata, did you try changing your name color? I want to see if we can see Beata in chat. Should we do, I don't know, honestly, my original thought is I wanted to play... We got two options. I can either play Marvel or Hot Soon, and I feel like I want to play Hot Soon. It's been a minute. Yeah, we're gonna do Hot Soon. I do gotta actually grab it, though. Only love can hurt like this. Only love can hurt like this. Wait a second. Hold on. Shady? 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 Are you saying that? Are you saying you wanna? Are you saying that? Not the dynamic duo themselves. Well, I mean, wow. Seriously? You think it's funny to make me butt? You know what? I'm rubbing my egg head right up in the hole too. Sorry, I was on the phone, but that's pretty cool. Though I guess it depends on the king. Only love can hold like the... Dude, what did we listen to that's making me stim that right now? Please, no. What's up, Impala? Welcome, welcome. It's so good to have you. Oh my goodness. Alright, we are going to do... I guess we're doing 30 minutes of Marvel. Which, look, I have... What is the word? Not reprieved, right? No, it's not reprieved. I've healed, bro. I'm healed. The fact I'm smart. I have rigged my VTuber too good because the fact that it catches me grinning so big that it immediately makes me cheekily blush. Like, nah, listen. I'm healed. I'm healed. Straight face. I'm healed. I'm healed, bro. Hello, how are you? I'm doing amazing, dude. It's great to see you. We got an egg in chat, y'all. Don't forget to touch the egg. Yo, Impala, allow us to touch you for just a second. Just on the head there. The egg. Yeah, we like eggs. Believe so? Yams, the Marvel rivals. Like, at this point, we may as well just have Shady where he has permanent stream booth access. Sure, LOL. Yes, it worked. I feel the power. Dude, it does work. Yay! So we officially knew what was bugging people out. I'm so sorry, man, that once I saw you were having that issue, I did everything I could to test and figure out what was going on. And I'm glad we could fix it. I don't like when certain people aren't showing up in chat because it's kind of cool to have all y'all in here.
76, isn't that what the kids are constantly saying these days?
Oh my god, Shady. Oh my goodness, Kusky, thank you so much for resubscribing. 76 months. Yo, look at your new badge. Do you see it? Do you see it now?
Ooh.
And in fact, I'm gonna do a cute little pop-up for it tomorrow, but this was kind of our early release of it. Good news, I gave Shady permission about a year ago. Wait, why did I sound like white chicks just now?
Oh no! I lost my rubber band.
Dios mío. Let me try that again.
Find it for the door. Wrapped up like a dabby.
Alright, Shady, before we queue, let me go to the bathroom. I think are we in? Yeah, we are.
We do the collab here.
Give me 1 sec. Wait, what time is it? 2:51. Dang it, should we just run ads now? Because I'm ending around 2, right? I push the ads now. No, you know what? I'm not going to push the ads now. We'll let them happen here in a few minutes. Because by the time I get back from the bathroom and everything, I'm sure Shady and I will have to set up a few little things before we get started. So yeah, give me 1 second. Let me just put on my Be Right Back sticky. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Dude, I agree. I love this soundtrack. It's actually in my About Me panels because the person that made it is super awesome and allows people to stream it for free. I was like, bro, are you kidding me? This sounds like that 90s wanting to be 80s type of rock.
Hey, get this stick off. Get it off. Every time I go AFK, y'all think it's funny to put that sticky on my... You think it's funny? Really? Really? That beat you. Ooh, there's the vibe. We're catching the vibe. Throw your hands in the air like you just don't care. Over here, over there. That's just what I'm saying now. That's a good one. Oh, another one. Ooh, I ate.
You exposed me.
No! It's cold. Why are you doing that?
You think you're funny. That's what it is. Kek nice. Yeah, he likes to tease me. He thinks it's funny. I'm setting up one more thing.
Abby? Do 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 da do do.
Am I like tripping over what? Drop? No.
Abby?
Okay, I have an idea. I know how to fix this. Wait, no? Oh, there we go. Oh no! Shady's Wi-Fi is acting up the moment we're about to start.
Look at that.
That's actually okay because I was still setting up.
Ah!
Okay. Oh. Oh no. Yeah, that's actually who I'm maining right now, is Deadpool. In fact, let me jump into our gaming for a sec. Wait. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Okay, I was like, wait, what? I see Shady. I'm setting up. Oh, okay. Why? Oh. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Oh no. Dude, this stuff is always so weird to mess with on my side. I know y'all can't see what I'm messing with right now, but I'm doing a bunch of overlay stuff. There. Oh. No. Hold up. We'll go back. Start it up. Let's back up. Hi, Shady. It's not rushed, dude. I'm still trying to set up other little things anyways, because I'm still learning how to transition from the different types of chatting stuff that I'm doing. I think this should work.
Ew.
What the heck? Wait. It knows, I swear to goodness. Alright, I think I'm gonna be good to go in like 1 second. Yes, sir. Let me get my gaming chair on. Not very comfortable without my chair. There we go. And look at that, there's the app. So now we can get set up everything. Sweater goggles, sweater goodness. I sweater goods. Dude, I told you it was gonna be perfect timing. Even when things go wrong, they'll still go right. You have to remember that, okay? Alright, so are we playing to win or are we playing for fun? I think we're gonna play for fun. That's more fun than playing to win. Unless you're competing for $40,000. Ah! Ah! If you know, you know, dude. If y'all have not seen that drama, please, please, dude. Oh, I'm such a nerd. The fact that I know. Oh god, it's so bad. Alright, let's get Shady up on the stream here.
Shady. Buddy.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Doing good. So we playing for 40K?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
How do I add the Shady?
I invite.
Oh, nice.
Yes. I forgot to add an 18.
You right now?
It is the 30.
Wait, what? Oh no.
Buddy.
Yes,
Oh my god.
I'm on 8.
Baby. Hi. I'm sick.
Hello?
I don't know if you can hear us, but
Hello?
you're alien. Oh, there we go. I can kind of hear you.
Is it good?
Yeah.
What, you guys sound like a robot?
You better now, but I didn't hear anything you said before.
Oh. I seen at an 18 v 18 mode.
Oh, is that all you were saying? It sounded like
Yeah.
so much more than that, because it kept going.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness.
I was so confused. Like, what's happening, man? What's bad?
I hope we don't destroy your internet trying to play Marvel together.
Nah, it should be okay, I hope.
I just took a bathroom when you get back to hear you screaming a little. Oh yeah, this is Rage time. First
Oh,
collab of
Rage?
the year. No, this is not our first collab of the year.
It's the second one.
Do we want to do versus AI?
Yeah. And if you feel up to, we can go against real people later.
Yeah.
Yums. AI. I'm setting it up. Yums. Yums. Oh, 111. 111.
Oh wait, did I stop the game? I don't even know if I did.
Oh, did he? Who do I want to be? Oh, wow.
No! Somebody took my baby!
No. Oh, be Emma.
Dang.
I want to show you something.
I'll take my other baby then.
Oh, can you hop on Emma Frost real quick?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna show
Is
you
that
something.
her? No, that's
she's a tank.
This one's her.
The
Right, that's
tank.
Invisible Woman. Which one's the one with the blonde hair? They all blonde hair! This one's Emma. Wait, is this her?
Let me see. Yeah,
They all
okay.
have
Come here,
blonde
buddy.
Okay.
You're an orca.
Be a button. Hit the button.
Which one?
The one that pops up on me. Yee! Hugs!
Oh, but it's a baby.
It's a man.
It's a baby.
That's it.
Your friend is doubling in audio. Oh no. That's probably through your
So
specific.
2 shadies? Makes sense. Is it a desktop?
Nah, it's because it's splitting you. Oh, nice. At least TT is starting to split. That's cool. Can you still hear him without the double now, Demon? Because that would be sick if I figured out what was going on.
I'm just a baby. Yeah.
This is actually one of my favorite tanks aside from Venom. You're good.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Hey, baby.
Oh, there's so many of them.
We got this.
Oh my god. Ow.
So this is what that hard AI looks like.
Oh, is this hard AI? Nice.
Yeah, level 3.
I forgot. I think it's F1, right? So look at my. Yeah, there we go.
Yums. Speed boost.
I don't actually know the last time I played this game.
Where was it? Num nums. You know I want to eat. Cute. Num nums.
Daddy! Oh no! Buddy! This isn't good, bud!
What happened?
I'm underneath for the,
How you get underneath?
I don't know, because I got spit it out.
There's so much happening.
It's gonna be fine, buddy! It's fine!
It's scary.
You scared me!
You scared me.
Ah! It's so many of them.
Bye!
I just want their healers so bad.
We got this.
Oh!
Oh, thank you, Plan. I can eat them up. Oh, yums.
I was hoping I could go for their other one, but I'll take that.
Ah! Oh, buddy, you got to the case.
I don't know how I can do that.
What are you doing down here?
Oh no!
Eat them. Eat them up, eat them up, eat them up.
How do we get back up from
Oh,
here?
no.
Dad!
He's big strong.
It's right here! Come on! Bye! Are you okay? Where are you?
I'm dead.
You got dead. You got killed by him?
Yeah, he punched me hard in the face.
Well, at least we're winning, I guess.
Yeah. We doing the things. in the webs and give you HP. Help, Deadpool wants me.
It's okay, bye. It's okay, bye. We're fine.
What are you doing? I just looked down, saw you face down. You napping?
We just got yips. You just got yips now.
You was eating? Yeah. Hugs.
It's a baby.
It's a baby.
It's a baby.
It's a baby. Yeah. Yeah.
We got this one. Abby.
Oh yeah, I should probably be reading this stuff since it's been so long.
Oh yeah.
Transform your text. Image delta to the sentence. Oh.
Oh.
Oh wow, that timer is fast, isn't it?
What timer?
I'm not with you, my bad.
I was fine.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that is a lot.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Hi.
I took most of them out for you. See you, bud? Stay in my thingy.
That be shit bit, that be shit bit, that be shit
That
bit,
be
that be
shit
shit
bit,
bit, that be shit bit, that be shit bit, that
Big drums.
Debbie! Go eeps now.
Go eat.
Go eeps.
Don't forget to choke them out.
I actually forgot how to.
You unlocked it once you go diamond mode.
Is it with the shit?
I think so. Do a little lunge attack and you grab them.
Activate from to transform your text over. Yeah, I can't remember because that was one of the first things about her that was really cool. I grabbed somebody earlier on accident.
I saw you do that. I know Vogue has a grab move, she does.
Abby.
Abby. Abby's here. Wake up, buddy. Where you sleeping? Come be. Hey, everyone. Everyone goes in the belly.
I can't wait to make them my list tonight. It's gonna be good.
Tomatoes.
They're honestly gonna taste better tomorrow, though. Like, you can eat them tonight, but it's one of that type of foods that you gotta let the meats and stuff sit long. That way it tastes better. Patience is a virtue. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
Ew, that person's name.
What's the name? Oh.
Yeah, you don't. I don't even gotta say it. You already know. You saw it. You son of a biscuit.
How is that allowed?
Who knows?
Yeah, I was trying to report him, but I clicked on his highlight.
Events. What are these ones that they did? Oh yeah.
I love the outfit
With the
Jeff
nut.
has in it.
Congratulations.
Back at Jeff.
What'd I get? Black and gold. I thought I already had this one.
No. That's fancy. Oh, that's the Christmas event.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're still letting me roll stuff for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has... Oh, it goes right in this week. 8 more days.
Okay. That makes sense.
Back at Jeff. That's a fun man.
Alright.
Are you claim the rewards from the Rack and Jeff thingy?
I don't know. How do I do that?
And click on it.
Through here?
Like on the event menu.
Oh, event. This one?
And it is a tiny bit delayed.
Feed? Yeah, I think I already did all the ones I could so far.
Okay.
That's so
Guess that's how
funny
you
that
get
it
his
wants
new emote.
chimichangas. Dude, my
I
pet's my pet's name on my Janai Hunter is Chimichanga.
Chimichangas.
How much longer do you have? One more
You want to
round?
do one more?
Yeah, that's all you
Yeah.
have. Yeah, well, we may as well do one in an actual match for fun.
Oh,
Does it
you
matter?
don't go against people?
Well, may as well. It doesn't matter if we win over.
Okay.
Yeah, and then once you have to leave, I'm gonna play like half an hour of Miku. And that'd be good to go. It's been awesome.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go pick up some food.
Ooh, what are you getting to eat?
Oh, I'm going to the gas station for some shrimp po' boys.
You like them shrimp po' boys, I've noticed.
So you like the DPS Deadpool, I noticed? Or do you like the tank one?
Tank one what?
Deadpool, because he can be all three.
How do you
But you gotta
choose?
pick the mode he goes in. So on the pick menu, each
Like
category
back
has a
here?
Deadpool, you can see. So you go to tanks, there's a tank Deadpool. Supports, there's a support Deadpool.
How do you know? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he has different moves for each one.
How do I change it?
You just click the tank one, and it should put you on tank.
Attack. Someone told me not to play tank Deadpool. Which Deadpool should I be playing? The DPS one?
You can honestly, all three of them are good. I don't understand why people are saying that. Have you been upgrading your skills mid-game? Because he can upgrade stuff.
No. Probably not.
So, that probably wouldn't have happened me.
I mean, I don't remember. My amnesia doesn't. I
I
don't
love
know.
how he gives me this move.
I know that I can shoot stuff. This is what I know.
Yeah. Then he be the best Deadpool there is. Oh, Spider-Man.
Space back here. I don't
Yeah,
want
he's
him
trying to
picking
grab
you
me.
off. Yeah, I'm gonna swim over here then. I'm picking him off.
Buddy?
Oh wow, that's kind of cool. You can like slice up towards him.
No, he's shooting at me. Yeah. Oh, we got speed fight going on.
Sabi. Oh, we have an Emma Floss. Nice, nice.
Yeah. Oh, was that you? Activating your thingy?
Yeah, how do you use this one?
It's like a single target use. It messes up their aim. And does constant damage to them.
Well, it seems to be throwing them off because they're kind of just feeding right now.
Oh no! I got eat.
They got. They got take that full.
DP is the vibe. Yeah, I like him as well. I just don't know how to. I mean. Oh, here we go. H. Should I?
How you figure out? Oh.
Do you think the tank Deadpool is worth it?
We got.
Oh, I see the upgrades now.
Yeah.
Which one? Magical Unicorn Shield, maybe, if I'm a tank? I don't know.
He gives you a bubble shield.
Fine.
That one has a big bubble shield, kind of like Winston from Overwatch.
Oh.
You remember that one? And you can upgrade it in your upgrade books. And it makes it bigger. What she said? She's scary. Friends. 40 point.
That's it. Abby.
Whole team's on point. Daddy. We're doing it.
Yeah, you guys are doing good. You're doing good, bye.
Which Deadpool is your favorite? This is actually only my second time playing him, so I'm not sure yet. I didn't even know that you could choose the different ones. I did notice that he had the little buffer things, but I didn't know how important they were.
And the buff things are very useful. But they reset if you switch what version of them you can use them. I love that shield he throws there. Oh, that's the new Moonlight skin. It looks nice. It's like an Ace of Spades outfit. Oh no, she's tanky. No.
You knew what was going on, though.
We won!
We did?
Yeah.
Oh!
The Moonlight Clutch.
Oh, dang!
Oh, he's your favorite one too.
Dude, Moon Knight is actually my favorite.
We did it. We got 2 wins. Yeah, we did it.
And that's the good note to leave on.
Oh, that is a nice Moon Knight skin. You see it?
How do I upload mine?
Hit the next menu, I think. Hit next, space.
Ooh, fancy.
Fancy. Ooh.
Well, thank you for jumping in with me before you went to go eat that food. It was so nice to have you, Shady.
Yeah, it was fun playing again, buddy.
That's so awesome. I actually like doing this whole thing where it's like, oh, we're just gonna hang out for 30 minutes to an hour. It's starting to make me reduce my feeling of where I need to hang out for like 3 hours and stuff.
Yeah.
Drive safe. If not, ooh,
Alright, what are you gonna do?
You're gonna find out.
Oh yeah? I bet.
I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, buddy. Bye.
Good pictures. Unless.
I said food pictures unless. Alright, are we ready? Let's do a little bit more unwinding. I think that was the perfect... That was everything we needed. Oh my goodness, I had so much fun. I can't wait to keep playing Deadpool. He's fun, man. I still think that Moon Knight will forever be my favorite character, but hey, you know... They just keep giving us more and more awesome characters. It's hard to choose. What am I supposed to do? Really? Really? I think Moon Knight, Loki, and now... Okay, Emma Frost was a favorite for a minute there. But if I had to choose between... That would be my third. Emma Frost or Deadpool. That's where I'm stuck right now. I need more time with Deadpool before I can decide. I might have to download a quick update or two. I'm gonna make a character in City of Heroes and make him Moon Knight. You should! Wait, Moon Knight. I see what you did. So I'm a joke to you.
That's what this is. You think I'm a joke. Alright. Alright. I understand. You think it's funny.
That's right. That's right, boys! We play Miku! We're doing it! I hate to admit that this game is so good. I resisted so long! Wow, you think you're funny. Can I spell it right? Colorfoul stage. Colorful stage. That is not, that's foul, right? What is it? Bro. You better not, wow. Shut up! What is this game called? Has to be colorfoul, dude. Fine.
Here we go, boys. Oh, I can't wait.
It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been out. And then after this stream, I'm gonna take the meat out of the slow cooker and I'm gonna start making tamales. Yo, the third time I go to make tamales, y'all wanna watch me do it on hand cam? We're gonna bring back those cooking streams this year. 2026 is gonna be pretty amazing, actually. We're gonna start adding many more of exactly what you're seeing here today, which is our mental health and more just chatting streams. Then we're gonna have a lot more hand cam, toy unboxing, Lego building, and cooking streams. Plus, of course, our normal Wednesday variety gaming streams. Truly, this is gonna be the year. I can't wait. Yes, yum! Our tamales is good. Tamales are good if they're made a specific way for me. I have tried many different types of tamales, and I gotta say, I am very picky about them, apparently. Maybe it's just my Arvid, I don't know. Alright, well, I'm gonna make sure I post plenty of pictures. And don't forget, you guys, if you're in our Discord, then you will absolutely be able to see. We got the cafeteria. Ooh, I love posting food pictures in the cafeteria. Alright, what songs are we gonna do? Because we got like, what, 30 minutes? I'm gonna try and choose... Whoa. What the heck? That's a lot of stuff, a lot of things. We're gonna claim all this. I don't even upgrade my characters, I literally just play. Let's do... I should definitely make playlists at this point, because there's so many songs. We'll stick with some of the ones I've played the most. Potatoes. Yeah, we'll just start with this. I'm gonna see what this looks like an expert. I'm probably gonna have to do hard for everything. Because to get to expert, I usually have to play hard for like an hour and a half before I warm up to it. So since we're only playing for half an hour, we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna do hards. Definitely gonna do hards. Oh, my tummy is rumbling. I can't wait to eat food today. I think I'm gonna do miso. Oh yeah, maybe some ramen. That sounds good. Because the tamales won't be ready until tomorrow. Oh dude, we also need to do more VR chat streams. But I like doing this in Discord. That way we can have other plans. Is this a mobile game? Yeah. I'm playing it on my iPad right now. My tummy keeps rumbling so much. And the sad thing is, my esophagus isn't ready for food. So it's like, I would just stop streaming and go eat food, but it wouldn't matter.
交わる線と線着飾る大好きなあれこれそれそう言ったって譲れないアイデンティティ手探り先輩と寄せても繰り返すカラマルの気持ちの糸ねえいつだって諦めたままの最後まで考えてよ意味のない勢いは大事よね繋いでたいから外さない決め事惹かれ合って存在映ってないならせたなら盛り上がるのがここからさままでいられるかな淡い期待に当選を塞いで曖昧知らん顔こうやって繋いでいられたんだろう縫い合わせて編み合わせて作ろってさ涙できる場所切り取って笑って距離取って笑えるけど笑えてるけど
かなり調子いいぞ本当に君は本番に強いね
にじみ出した境界揺らぐ未来伝えたんならもうこのままじゃ僕も本気見せちゃったな存在映って帰らせたならねえこのままでいられるかな淡い期待に当選を塞いで曖昧知らん顔こうやって繋いでいられるだろう痛い痛いのどっちだ
You were born ready for food. I'm always ready for food. I know. I feel as if my tummy's always ready for food, but the part where I have to mechanically separate it with the chewing of the mouth and the digestion is just... It's like energy.
思いやって存在映って彼はそうかも切られなかった夢のストーリー風切り羽響かせて空も目指して
I do keep lots of crunchy food, Jamando, like pretzels. These pretzels have peanut butter in them. Mm-hmm.
涙が降り溶けて空が遠くなる未来が閉じたように暗闇が満ちているああ醜い心もかすれそうな言葉も全て見透かしたそろそろ僕の出番かな
僕のことも忘れてもらっては困るよ
ハッピーエンドが一番
ああ最後は笑顔だ
夜中のように高く空をかけて
かなり調子いいぞ本当に君は本番に強いね
そう映るためには憧れしか映らない誰かの感覚がこの子のファンの出番だよね
はあははは俺を呼んだか
気の抜けがあった昨日になってしまう
見せ場に備えようか
みんなの反応楽しみね響かせて空を目指して惨めになって嫌になったって輝いてる夢を叶える羽は僕の音に果ていた今すらそのままにねめて声も聞こえなくなって燃え上がる太陽だよ空を動かすまで誰よりもっともっと超えて羽ばたいた星の一瞬をみんなすごくいい感じね
ビビモンパ届いてるよ
ずっと 本気見せちゃおっかな。
It came up to him really still that fruit chicken nuggets. Why is bro eating McDonald's on the job? I know, right? This game is so good. Drives me nuts. It's Stimmy Wimmies. Pinocchio?
世界中のすべての人間に
Oh wait, this is expert.
Shady! Don't you dare try to scare me.
冬だろうがなんだろう。
Look at him have a mobile device. My mobile game. Is it?
世界中のすべての人間に好かれる
見せ場に備えようか。
みんなの反応楽しみね。
さて、行こうか、みずき。
オッケー、ショータイム。
かなり調子いいぞ。本当に君は本番に強いね。まだまだショーは続くぞ。
その君はどうかいるんですよ。どちらか立てばこちらが立たず譲り奪い守り行き違い時代限定立ち止まり。
I remember when I couldn't even get past that last bit without failing. Slowly but surely, I'm getting better at it. The heck? You're my little tiki. Thank you.
牛乳パック。
「
What game is this now? This is Hatsune Miku. LFO stage. How many did I miss on that? Was it 2? I feel like I missed 2 on that. I actually so forgetting that I do focus so hard on things that I forget to breathe. That's why my DRA back screen is literally a breathing exercise. I designed it that way for a reason. Alright, I think I have two songs left before I have to wrap it up. I must make myself, I have to set boundaries with myself. That way I can see y'all again tomorrow for our gaming stream. Because if I overexert today, then I won't be able to show up as happily as I would like to.
Oh yeah. 随分協力的だね。
昔馴染みのためだからかな。知りたいなんて言うなよ。諦めないで生きろよ。そんな歌が正しいなんて馬鹿げてるよな。
盛り上がるのは外からさ。
死んでもよくて、周りが死んだら悲しくて、それが嫌だからっていうなんです。他人が生きてもどうでもよくて、誰かを嫌うこともファッションで、それでも平和に生きようなんて。
まだまだショーは続くぞ。
楽しみましょう。それに感化された少年がナイフを持って走った。僕らは命に嫌われている。価値観もエゴも押し付けて、いつも誰かを殺したいんだもん。簡単にそのための僕らは命に嫌われている。神々しく死にたいだとか、神々しく命を見てる。ハッピーエンドに一番慣れている。
最後は笑顔だ。かなり調子いいぞ。本当に君は本番に強いね。
みんな乗ってるかい？
最高の演奏を
Oh, that
しよう。
finished faster than I expected.
また一つ成長できたな。
Alright. Do the last one.
薄手の防
It's hard to do. It's hard to... Well, I mean, we just keep going. Maybe we can fit in one more. We can fit in one more if we just keep going. Just one more? Yeah, just one more.
I いポーズしてみる？いやいや、君の株を奪うような真似はできないよ。まだまだショーは続くぞ。楽しみましょう。強く締める、あくまで締める人がいる。最後までガンガンいくよ。勢いも大事よね。ねえ、いい子でしょ。可愛い子でしょ。ねえ、ねえ、いい子でしょ。苦しい。気持ちいいね。盛り上がるのはここからさ。愛して愛してもっともっと愛して愛して苦しい本当に苦しい。みんなの笑顔の壁に
I really need to upgrade my characters. They have so much experience.
俺もそう思っていた。みんな乗ってるかい？ミニモンパ届いたの？今のよかった。いいね。僕も乗ってきたよ。
Yeah, we got time. One more. We do what we... I already know which one I want to do for our last one, too.
いい感じ、いい感じ。
Let's do...
いいわね。
This is exactly what I want for our last one. I always know when Ashram is winding down, because that's when I start getting ready for some gaming. So we just basically work that well, huh? That's a good thing. Alright, here's our last song of the stream. And never forget that you are amazing! And people don't have to witness your being amazing for you to be amazing. That's important as well.
かなり調子いいぞ。本当に君は本番に強いね。
But your experience is still that's enough. Anybody's, by the way, nobody's specifically. I could be talking to myself for all you know.
まだまだショーは続くぞ。楽しみましょう。答えを握ってる。諦めてしまうほどこの先たくさんの後悔が君を待ってるけどもうない盛り上がるのはここからさ。この傷も愛しく燃えてしまうほど重ねてしまうよ。クライマックスだ。
Wow, a little bit of lag there, but that's okay. And there's some more. But I'm not going to restart because I know what I said we would do. And we said that that would be our last song. Yeah. Look at me! Fighting the perfectionism thanks to you. With a little bit of yours help. I'm just saying. I'm just saying now.
That be cute, that be cute, that be cute. That be cute, that be cute, that be cute.
Alright, so I want to wrap it up pretty quickly because I know that if I push it too far, we're going to have to deal with pre-rolls and stuff, and nobody here wants that. Where is close that? Let me get my music going. I'm actually pretty excited because the moment we jump out of this stream, I'm going straight into my kitchen and doing a little bit of cooking therapy, if you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna get started on the second phase of those tamales. I cannot wait. But I think before we do that, I just wanted to kind of, I wanted to wish y'all well. Let me, there she is.
That be shooby, that be shoot, that be shoot, that be shoot, that be shooby.
Alright. I know for sure what I want to do before I say goodbye to all of y'all is, one, I'm glad that we figured out what was going on with people's chat messages not showing up in the just chatting, because for sure we're gonna be doing a lot more of these just chatting, these just chatting stream setups. That'll mean us looking over a lot more videos, and I love the fact that I get to interact with y'all a lot more. It's kind of cool getting more of your interactive feedback, because frankly, a lot of the games that I've tried to pick out for the streams, I've wanted them to involve y'all more. So we got like the burger game where y'all can order your own burgers, and then we have the little village game where y'all have your own little apartment village thing. So considering all of that, I've decided, I think for the year of 2026, the upcoming stream themes are going to be our continued, of course, Wednesday variety gaming vibes, which you will see me here for again tomorrow. That's going to be from 1 to 5 p.m. Central Time, American Central Time. And then we're going to continue doing these types of streams where it's us basically hanging out, talking about mental health. Maybe we'll watch an adorable animal video here and there. But third option is going to be the Play With Me's, which is where we do interactive games. So that's going to be things like jackpots, or if we're hanging out in the LittleAshThings Discord server, we could do these collab streams, things like that. We're going to keep figuring out what games work for people, what times work for people. Hopefully I'll get some more feedback throughout the Discord channel servers as we have been doing. That's usually how we arrange all that kind of stuff. And until next time, I think most of the time I'm talking about food at the moment, right? Like that's my main hyperfixation. So don't forget to check out the cafeteria channel and the Discord as well, because that's where I'm going to be posting some more food pictures. I'm going to make some tamales. Ooh. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for the stream. Bye, Ashley. Aw, you guys are amazing. I'm about to drop into an enemy base on a 35-ton, 40-foot tall mech and level of fusity. Oh, what in the world? Alright, so here goes the ads, you guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream now. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the server. Bye!